See, the usual gang of misfits and dope addicts are here.
Mike in Hooper would also like a double shot of whiskey this morning.
My motto is always make mine a double. In Hooper?
In Hooper, yes.
I think that song, no more, and I know why you played that. There could be no more fitting tribute to mourn the passing of Jane Goodall than.
Actually, that's actually true.
How is that actually true, Gina? By the way, that was. Why did you pick that song?
Okay, well, then we'll get back to Jane Goodall, because
right.
it all relates.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay.
Because on this day in 2024, Shaboozey with Tipsy, a bar song, went to #1 on the U.S. singles chart. The song eventually tied with Old Town Road by Lil Nas X as the longest-running #1 song of all time on the Billboard Hot 100. 19 consecutive weeks at the top of the chart.
Wow.
The longest by a solo artist.
And they won't give them a country music award for it?
Well, the song also made Shaboozey the first male black artist to chart at #1.
On the country chart.
On the country
It
chart.
was on the country chart. Okay.
Yeah. And the other reason, which is kind of fitting, so that was on this day in 2024. So almost exactly a year ago,
Okay.
Shaboozey was here for the very first home game for the Utah Hockey Club at the time. It wasn't the Mammoth at the time. So he played a free concert there. And that song has kind of become the unofficial song of the Mammoth.
And Jane Goodall.
And today's the first preseason game for the Mammoth playing the Kings tonight at the Delta Center. All of that today.
Which Jane Goodall had tickets for, and unfortunately she won't be able to use them.
Jane,
is that how it ties
No,
in?
Jane Goodall, very famously, was a big whiskey fan.
Oh.
She drank
Oh,
whiskey.
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
yeah. She drank whiskey.
I like her better than ever.
My sister-in-law and mother-in-law went to see her speak in Canada. It wasn't that long ago, a couple years ago. She had her own whiskey, like Jane Goodall branded
Wow.
whiskey.
No idea.
Oh yeah, she drank whiskey every night. She
Every
loved
night,
it.
a shot a night. Is that what it was?
A dram, Bill. It was a dram.
A dram.
Yeah. So actually, it all clicks, and I actually posted yesterday. When she was on Stephen Colbert again, within the last year, I think he poured out. He said, "I understand you like a glass of whiskey every night." He poured out a glass of whiskey, and they had a glass of whiskey together. Very big deal with
They
whiskey.
drank it on live TV.
They did. I posted it on my Twitter. Let me see if
It's
I
not
can.
live TV.
I mean,
Taped TV.
let me see if I can send it to you.
Yeah, let's see. She
Somewhere.
also has a preference for Japanese whiskeys.
Oh, did you look it up?
She has been seen with a variety of whiskeys, including high-quality single malt Scotch in the past. She does not prefer expensive peaty single malts, however. She likes just the more pedestrian, easy-going. I guess it's all Scotch. I was hoping it was bourbon, but I guess she's a Scotch drinker.
Let me see if I can find her on Stephen Colbert for Carrie.
Says she is Goodall drinks her whiskey neat with a splash of water and does not add ice, a practice she has joked would be unacceptable to the Scottish. So, yeah, she drinks Scotch and not the expensive kind. She likes the more single malt, sort of smoother, not the kind that smells like it's been burning for days. There you go. She drinks a lot of whiskey. Nice. For people who, I assume everybody knows who we're talking about when we talk about Jane Goodall, the woman who became famous for her observations and study of chimpanzees. Lived with chimpanzees, and in the wild, not in her house, in the wild for years and years, and developed a relationship with them and a bond with them. And she was the first to say, these are individuals. They're not just a bunch of chimpanzees. They have personalities, and they recognize each other, and they have different, and they use tools. By the way, she was the first to observe that, rather than just them being filthy monkeys.
She has a book, her most recent book that she was touring about, and it's called Hope, and it really is like, here's why we should have hope
Oh, really?
in these trying times.
Could use it.
I recommend it.
There's a profile of her in the New York Times, and it begins with the sentence, Jane Goodall nursed a glass of neat Irish whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
It was the end of a long day of public appearances, and she was about to sit down with our reporter. And her voice was giving out, but after a long day, settled down with a nice glass of Irish whiskey. There you go. As I recall, I'll have to ask Jimmy, I think Irish whiskey is, as opposed to Scotch, whiskey Scotch, Irish whiskey is usually a blended
yeah.
whiskey, so it's smoother and it's easier to drink, frankly. Doesn't take a lot of...
You know Jane Goodall's favorite animal?
The chimpanzee
Nope.
would be my guess. No. Shabuzi would be my second
Nope.
guess. No.
Red panda.
No,
Good, Carrie. Good guess.
the dog.
Okay.
Loved dogs. Always had many dogs. She said, I don't understand people who don't have dogs. Dogs are...
Well, I don't understand people who don't have cats.
She loved dogs.
Let's see. She had a family. I haven't really looked at her obituary. I think she had a kid or two, but spent a lot of time away from home, living with her friends, the chimpanzees.
I was going to play this instead, but then Gita talked me into Shabuzi because it made more sense. But...
I actually think this is a more fitting song. I liked hearing the Shabuzi song, but...
My nanas all day.
Eat bananas all day.
Well, I'm an ape man. For those of you who don't know, it's the Kinks.
Yes.
That's a great song. Yes. You cannot go wrong just going down a hole and listening to the Kinks.
A Kinks hole?
Yeah, you'll find such a wide variety.
Where are you, Carrie?
It's every day for me.
Huge variety of stuff by the Kinks.
All different.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, I love him.
he's still doing stuff.
And he's still doing it.
This has been Farting Around with Carrie, Bill, and Gina on X96, Radio from Hell.
All right, we're going to take a break here, and then we will come back and take your check-ins and your comments and your questions. 877-602-9696 is the number to reach the Radio from Hell show. And we like to hear from you in the morning. It's just a little feature we call check-ins. And you can do it by calling us, 877-602-9696, or you can text us if that's your preferred method, 33986.
So I was telling you about the little cat we are fostering.
Binky?
That's the name of the cat came with. There's Binky, x96.com/live. The first picture I showed you, I didn't have a picture of her surgery. And I still don't know why she lost her leg, her right hind leg. But that's the surgery. And it's so amazing to me that she does not seem to mind this at all. The only thing she doesn't like is the collar,
the cone.
The cone of shame. And if you reach in there and you scratch her around the chin and around the side of the head, she will not leave you alone for a while.
So we had our vet friend, Dr. Davis, on and asking him about animals losing limbs. And he said, actually, dogs and cats do really well.
It's kind of
adapt,
and it's kind of interesting. It's like you think, why aren't you depressed? Or why aren't you sad? Or why aren't you moping around? Because that's what humans do.
Yeah.
Most humans. I mean, if I lost a limb, I'd be bummed for weeks.
I wonder if they get phantom limb syndrome, because I know when people lose limbs, they can have like sensation, like it feels like it's still there. But
You know what the big problem with this is for her, for this little cat? The litter box.
Oh, that would be.
how? Yeah, how?
She now I haven't watched her do this, but I can hear her in the other room.
Yeah.
She spends quite a bit of time scratching around in there.
Yeah.
And then
But can she hold herself up enough?
I don't know how. I haven't watched to see how, but you can tell that's the difficulty because she scratches and around. She's, most cats just, they go in a couple of scratches, do their business, and they're done. She's in there just scratching and scratching and scratching in the litter box, and she's using it because I have to go clean it out.
So you're fostering her till she heals from this, and then she'll be up for adoption?
Yeah.
So if somebody's interested in adopting her, how do they do that?
The Humane Society. It'll be a while yet, and I'll tell you more about it because she has to go back to the Humane Society or back to the vet to be spayed.
Oh.
So
Oh, they didn't just do all that at once? That's
no, I
too
think
much?
that was a little much. So next week she'll go back and be spayed and have those staples. They just look so painful to me.
They do.
And, but she'll have the staples removed and she'll be spayed. And it just, again, it's amazing to me. She just goes about her business and she's really, she loves having as I said, the scratch around the neck, and she'll bother you a little bit to keep. She wants you to keep doing that, but if you stop and say, go, I've got stuff to do here, then she'll just go, oh, okay, and go away and sit in a chair or something.
My neighbors used to have a donkey that only had 3 legs. They named it Wonky.
The wonky donkey.
Oh, here's one. I got breast reduction surgery and had phantom boob syndrome.
What?
Oh, that's not true, sir.
I think they do have phantom leg syndrome. Well, it's called phantom limb. My dog had her front amputated a few years ago, and in her sleep she would run, and you could see the muscles in her chest twitch on the amputated side.
Yeah.
She also still shakes with that side. That was her dominant arm.
Oh, you like shake hands.
Yeah. Oh, and Sid, who's a vet tech. My old boss used to say that pets are built with 3 legs and a backup.
An extra.
Yeah. Well, that dog that I rescued and then gave to my brother had 3 legs, and that dog was an escape artist. My brother Scott did everything he could to keep that dog in the yard, and he built the fences high, and the dog would find ways to get out and run away. Loved to run, and I don't know how he did it.
Gina's sign off is, we called it Wonky.
Wonky, Wonky the donkey.
And Wonky the Donkey apparently is a book? Oh,
Maybe.
well, all right. If not, it should be.
Is it an okay book for kids? I don't know if we should be promoting it.
I mean, how is the donkey wonky?
Well, that's what I was-
if you know what I mean. Never fails to amuse.
I like that one, and I like this one, too.
Is that the same cat?
Different cat.
This little cat has a really nice, distinctive meow, and it's a questioning.
It goes up at the end?
Yeah, it's like,
meow.
meow. Let's get this over with. We will officially begin the program.
And then we will go to your check-ins. 877-602-9696 is the number. Call. We'd like to hear from you in the morning. Just how you doing? Everything okay? You got anything on your mind particular you'd like us to cover today as we continue our quest to bring America to its knees? It's us. You can also text us 33986. Do we have a sponsor here, Gina?
It's a complete waste of space right here.
No kidding.
Okay.
No kidding. That's what they always say about this show. Complete waste of space. The moon is 74.6% of full. It's a waxing gibbous moon. The moon will rise today at 5:02 p.m. Today being Thursday, it's the second day of Trucktober in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2025. It's Name Your Car Day. I've never named my car. You have named cars in the past.
I have,
recall.
yes.
You don't. You do it anymore. You don't.
My current car does not have a name.
Doesn't have a name.
You have to wait till it occurs to you. You
Yeah.
can't just pick it. It's just something that has to happen
It's
naturally.
got to be organic.
I
yeah.
guess I think we ought to do an X poll about that. It might be more common than I think. Do you have a name for your car? It's National Day of Nonviolence. Good luck with that. National Fried Scallops Day. National Smarties Day, and by that I mean the candy.
The candy.
Smarties. And it's Guardian Angel Day.
Ah.
My mother always told me that I had a guardian angel.
Where
but-
are they?
But I think they've taken some time off. That's what I think. I think my guardian angel has taken some time off. And this is an all-new edition of the show that's going to bring America to its knees. It's the show for people who feel like hell in the morning. It's Radio from Hell, starring the Lords of Morning Radio. This is Kerry Jackson right there. I'm Bill Allred, right somewhere. I'm here. I know I'm here. That's Gina Barberi over there. Hi, Gina. Good morning. Katie, for short, is our coughing producer in the producer's booth. And I know
She's
Dawson.
fine. She's just fine.
She's fine, yes. Dawson is here, and I saw Hudson as well. Hudson's. I didn't realize. I sort of passed Hudson in the, and he's really tall. The dog is here. Vax is here as well. We're gonna.
He's sleeping.
Oh, there he is. We're going to go to your check-ins, but just this quote from Jane Goodall. Did working with chimps teach you anything about humans, she was asked. That we have been very arrogant in thinking that we're so separate. Chimps turn out to be not only behaviorally so much like us, but also biologically like us, sharing 98.6% of DNA. Similarities in immune system, blood composition, anatomy of the brain. We are not, after all, separate from the animal kingdom. We are part of it.
All right. Let's begin. This is Glenna.
Glenna, good morning. What's
Hi.
up?
Well, today is Monkey Shines Day, and you wouldn't know about that because I created it.
Oh,
Okay.
18 years ago today, my youngest son, Brendan, died from, he suffocated during a seizure in his sleep. And so I try on his anniversary, I try to do something. He was a goofy kid. He liked to make everybody laugh and smile.
How old was he at
So
the
I
time?
invented, he was 17.
17. All right.
And he's been gone 18 years now. But he liked to make everybody laugh and smile, and I called him Monkey Shines. And so I created Monkey Shines Day, and I asked people to do something nice for somebody. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Smile, open a door, let somebody in traffic, and do it in honor of Brendan for Monkey Shines Day.
oh, that's nice. And Mom, I hear in your voice is still really hard for you.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, Glenna, we're happy to have that message go out. As I said yesterday, somebody was called and said, I feel really down all the time, and the situation of the world is awful. And I'd say the only thing I think we can do about it is try to do something nice for somebody every day. Just help. Just
Like you said, it doesn't have
just
to be a
little
big thing, just a little
Yeah.
thing.
Just a little thing.
No, just something little.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Take care.
Thanks for
Thank you,
checking in,
Brenda.
Glenn.
Great.
Let's see. 877-602-9696 is the number to call. Let's see. Dominic, the hook and dump driver, checking in. Right Wing Wade has some traffic for you. Tiffany from West Jordan. Y'all are making it real hard to get out of my car and head to work.
It's our job.
Sorry.
Yep. That's how we destroy America.
Yeah, that's our job, along with bringing America to its knees.
Let's see. Dr. Mike says, Gina, no traffic visible out my hotel window in Atlanta.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Infiniteam is everywhere. You can let me know about traffic wherever you may be.
Oh, did you see Mike in Nashville has sent us a picture? It is Dave Matthews in a bathtub with Jane Goodall, and it's not photoshopped. It's actually the two of them sitting in a bathtub, but by a lake somewhere, an empty bathtub. They're fully clothed.
I got this from Bad Brad Wheeler. Good morning, Brad. He said Jane spent a lot of time in Salt Lake City. She was friends with Blake, you know Blake from Hell's Backbone Grill, and a few other people in Salt Lake.
There you go.
Let's see. Jocelyn of Sandy checking in. Dr. Mike says, time for the chimpanzee uprising. Mike in Nashville, making sure we got that picture.
Oh, there's a pic. Brad sent a picture of Jane Goodall and Blake at Hell's Backbone Grill. That's nice.
Let's see. Bus driver Troy checking in. Weber State Professor Jake. Joe Dirt. April at American Fork. Luis of Harrisburg, PA. Kira and Andy checking in. Calvin from the Dell checking in. Quite cold this morning, he says. Fed worker Chelsea here, still employed for now. Let's see. We got Tom.
Hey, Tom. Tom, what's up with you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
What a great check-in on Monkey Shine. That is, my father passed away some time ago, and he would sometimes call when I was very little, Monkey Shine, and what a great check-in. I'll figure out something nice to do today.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go.
I'm sure something will occur to you, Tom. Thanks.
Thanks, Tom.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Let's continue with Cement Dave.
Hey, Dave. How are you today?
Doing great. Unfortunately, back to work from a week-long vacation in the eastern U.S.
Where did you have a good time? Where'd you go?
We started in Dayton, Ohio, and worked our way to visit some old friends in New York and New Jersey.
Nice.
Well, glad
It was
to
a
have you
beautiful
back.
time. And we did get a picture of all of us in X96 T-shirts in front of the world's largest kazoo.
Did you send it to us?
Mrs. Cement Dave has it on her phone. I will hound her to make sure that gets over to
Oh,
you.
We
yeah,
need to email it.
We
Yeah,
have to send
radio
that.
from hell at x96.com. Yeah.
That will be in your inbox this morning.
We
All
need
right.
that. We need that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's go to Perry City listener.
Hi, Perry City listener. Where are you calling from?
Good morning. Willard, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. What's up?
It's been a while since I checked in, but just to let everyone know, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but all cancer sucks.
Yes.
So make sure you do what you need to do to go get checked. This is kind of a close one to me. With you guys know that my history with my wife, how she had to go through breast cancer. So
Yeah.
do what you need to get checked. And also, real quick, I have now made it a yearly calendar event for Monkey Shine Day. So
Oh, there you go.
Good idea.
Spreading the
there
word.
we go.
All right.
Thanks.
So,
Thank you. All right. Meshach of Erta checking in, enjoying spiced peach cobbler on an oatmeal crumble.
That is such a fall thing to have.
Delicious.
Kate in San Pete County, Johnny B checking in, listening while trying to summon additional strength for the day. I've been beat the past few days. Boy, I feel that, Johnny B. Midvale's Rousdower has some more traffic for you. Probationary Alex still here. I get to work 4 more days during the shutdown, then we'll see what happens. Ella the Nanny checking in. Chef Roy. Dave of Westbrook, Minnesota, checking in. Beautiful morning. Now ruining it by going to work.
I'm headed to Minnesota tomorrow.
Oh, where in Minnesota? It's the land of 1,000 lakes,
Yeah, we'll be at Lake Superior.
Oh, okay.
Moni still tired in Taylorsville. Rebel Jeep checking in from Eagle Mountain. I would expect someone from Eagle Mountain to be named Rebel Jeep. Patrick is here. Maria. Let's see. Everybody's here. Let's go. Let's get going.
Midvale's Rousdower says I-250 north to the 201 looking fine. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. Heard from Dr. Mike in Atlanta. UDOT saying crash northbound 1900 west approaching 21st Street in Ogden in the construction zone. The right lane is blocked and it's backing toward 25th south. That that's the only thing that UDOT's reporting. You can always let us know what you're seeing out there on the roads at 33986.
All right, we're going to take a break, play a song. Then we got Big Boy News and Opinnuendo, and our Dead Celebrity Game, Frank Christ Presents, coming up. Stand by.
Yesterday, somebody knocked on my door, and I go to the door, and there's a guy standing not on the porch. I mean, he came up on the porch and knocked on the door, but then he went down the stairs and was standing down at the bottom of the stairs of the porch, so not right at the door. And I said, yeah, and he was, I can't remember what his hat said. He had a hat on that said something like just a baseball cap, but had some, I don't know, and he had kind of dreadlocks. And I said, yeah, what can I do for you? And he said, well, I'm here to check and see if you're eligible for solar power. With Rocky Mountain is really wanting people to get into the solar program, and so I'm here to get to talk to you about that. I just seemed weird. I said, do you work for Rocky Mountain Power? No, well, no, I don't. But we're going through the neighborhood here, and we're checking the homes to see if it's a good home to have solar put in, and I just kept thinking that, well, what's I don't think I'll say the name of the company. He said it, and I looked up the company, and they do solar power, but there are a lot of complaints about them.
Yeah,
and it was just odd, and I thought, why are you sending somebody who looks kind of like a hippie around to try and get me to have solar power?
Well, he's a part of the summer sales force, I'm sure, right? So he was a solar sales bro, is what you're telling me?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, it just was very bizarre, and I've had an unpleasant feeling about the whole thing. And I said, well, no. He said, well, okay, well, we're going to go, some of your neighbors are getting in on this, that kind of thing.
No, they're pests. I don't own a home, but my parents do. And even when I was house sitting for them, like several sales bros for solar, stopped by. Don't get me wrong, pro solar, but there's something about the solar industry and government incentives where a bunch of sales bros are trying to take hardcore advantage of that. And that's why you get a flood of people trying to sell that to you.
Yeah, I just thought, I can't. And I don't know who would do that. Who would say, okay, yeah, come on into my house, and let's look it over, and let's sign some papers. And
someone very lonely.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, it's the same idea as the people who say calling you up from a random number of because I'm on my family phone plan still. I get calls all the time of Mr. Davis, are you looking to sell your home? Thinking I'm my dad. And I go does this ever work? Does anybody actually sell a home to just a random caller that comes up?
It must. I mean, I get mail at least once a week. Hi, I'm so-and-so, and I'm looking to buy your house.
Yeah.
And here, contact me right away. Yeah. And I think people must do it, or they wouldn't, send that stuff out.
I guess they're blanketing, but...
I love my solar.
Yeah.
But I went after it.
Yeah.
I don't buy things door to door.
Mm-hmm.
If you're coming to me, something's up.
I agree.
I immediately do not trust you if you're coming to me.
And that guy said, this is all explained on the Rocky Mountain. And I don't even think he said Rocky Mountain Power. He just kept saying Rocky Mountain. I think it's all explained on the Rocky Mountain website. Yeah. And I said, I haven't noticed it. I haven't seen it.
No way Rocky Mountain Power is endorsing that. That is business against them.
Tristan in the chat room regarding your buy the house thing. As a realtor, it works sometimes. Not a lot, but it's worth a shot.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
I just tell them to meet me at, the Burger King down the street. Yeah, right now. I'll sell the house right now. Meet me at the Burger King.
I don't, So like I said, I looked up the company, and it is a legitimate company apparently, and they do install. They have numerous negative comments.
Of course.
They have positive ones too, but it just seems what a weird way to do business.
Yeah.
You know, sending people around door to door.
I will not buy anything door to door. You could have the greatest thing in the world, and it could be wonderfully affordable. I still won't buy it from you.
I
People
bought
have no
something.
shame.
I bought something door to door. Oh, it's probably over 10 years ago now, and it was a woman who came to the door and she said, "Hi, I'm going around. I'm selling this cleaner. This is the most." And she had a bottle in her hand. This is the most remarkable cleaner that you will just amazing. And she had a really pretty good pitch, you know. And I said, "Well, how much is it?" I think she said $20 or something. And I said, "Okay," and I bought it. And it was just so. You know, it was just like, meh.
Well, those guys are all about the hustle, and they have zero shame whatsoever. I've curated my Instagram reel feed to be nothing but stuff other people would hate, but I just love, ironically consuming. And some of that is like business bro fake podcasts where they talk about, how to, make an extra dime or two and how to get your sales going, all with a faith-based background, by the way.
Of course.
And I liked one video, and the guy in it reached out to me
Of course he
specifically.
did.
I won't say his name, but I think it's worth reading the DM. Do you want to sell pest control door to door? Average guy will make 30 to 40K in 3 months. Would you be interested in some more info? And I responded with, I got sprayed with some pesticides as a kid, and it gave me nerve damage in my tongue and persistent nightmares involving being hunted by apparitions. Sometimes I have to yelp out loud when I blink because I see the nightmare for a sec. Would that be a problem? And he said, no, you're perfect.
Of course you're perfect.
Yeah.
Oh.
No shame.
Well,
none of these guys have any shame.
Yeah, I used to get the guys coming around saying, "Hey, would you like to buy some magazine subscriptions? We're doing this to raise money so we can send kids to camp."
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Here's a texter. Kirby Vacuum came to my house yesterday.
You're kidding.
Yes, they still do it.
The Kirby Vacuum Company. That's amazing.
Vacuum cleaner, door-to-door sales.
I had no idea.
I didn't think they still did that.
They come in and throw a handful of dirt down on your carpet and then vacuum it up.
There you go.
Look at that. Isn't that great?
Anyways, on that note, I am also, just as a reminder, a part of the sales force here at Broadway Media. So if you would like me to sell your item, reach out to me, ndavis@bwaymedia.com.
He will not come to your door. No. Unless you ask him to. All right. All right, 6:39. It is time for Big Boy News and Opinioendo. Right after that, it's Frank Christ Presents. They're fine. They're just fine. The Dead Celebrity Game. Going to give you a list of 4 celebrity names. 3 of the celebrities are just fine. One of them is dead. If you pick the dead one correctly, you will win.
Tickets to Machine Gun Kelly coming Friday, June 26th to Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater.
Machine Gun Kelly tickets. All you got to do is play Frank Christ Presents. The Dead Celebrity Game, 877-602-9696. Call when you feel the need. The sooner, the better to get in line to play Frank Christ Presents. Big Boy News now, brought to you by
X96 welcomes Morrissey October 4th to the Union. Tickets are on sale now. You can find out more about the show and ticket links at x96.com.
Well, as we've been talking about this morning, Jane Goodall, one of the world's most revered conservationists who earned scientific stature and global celebrity by chronicling the distinctive behavior of wild chimpanzees in East Africa, primates that made and used tools, ate meat, held rain dances, and engaged in organized warfare, died on Wednesday in Los Angeles. She was 91 years old. Her death, while on speaking tour, was confirmed by the Jane Goodall Institute, whose U.S. headquarters are in Washington, D.C. Dr. Goodall was born in the United Kingdom. When she was 29 in the summer of 1963, and the National Geographic Society financially supported her field studies in the Gombe Stream Chimpanzee Reserve in what is now Tanzania. She published a 7,500-word, 37-page account of the lives of these chimpanzees, who she named Flo, David Graybeard, Fifi, and then there were other members of the troop of primates that she had observed. Those were the 3 stars of her treatise. Dr. Goodall spent a lifetime lecturing on not just chimpanzees, but on the environment in general and trying to protect the environment. She married in March of 1964. She married a guy named Van Lawick. What's his first name? I don't see his first name here. And they had one child. And I bring that up only because she gave birth to Hugo Eric Lewis Van Lawick, her only child, whom she nicknamed Grub.
Aw.
She did consulting work for Disney on the Disney Animal Kingdom down in Florida to make it look less like a zoo and more like a
Natural
wilderness preserve. And they made a statue of David Graybeard to put down there in her honor.
Yesterday, I happened to hear a lot of this, and I don't know why the news sources didn't just cut off the vice president when he was talking, because he was every 5 lines he lied. But Donald Trump and other high-ranking Republicans claim that Democrats are forcing the government shutdown because they want to give free health care to immigrants in the U.S. illegally.
Not true.
It's not clear at all.
Categorically
not true at all. Democrats are, they say, trying to extend tax credits that make health insurance premiums more affordable on marketplaces established by the Affordable Care Act, commonly known as Obamacare, and reverse Medicaid cuts in Donald Trump's big bill passed this summer.
Yeah,
that's what they want to do.
They don't even want new things. So the subsidies that make the Affordable Care Act affordable are running out at the end of the year. So what they want is to say, we're not going to let that run out. We're going to keep them going. And the stuff you took away with Medicare and Medicaid, we want to put it back. So they're not even wanting more. They just want things to be back the way they were.
By law, immigrants who enter the country illegally are not eligible for Medicaid or Medicare.
They are not.
Yesterday, Vance said it over and over again, Democrats shut down the government because they want to give free health care to immigrants who entered the U.S. illegally.
No.
Democrats say that's just... We can't do that, even if we wanted to do that.
2 things. He lied about the cats and dogs thing while they were running, and he admitted that he lied about it to help the campaign.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing here. Secondly, the next thing he said was if you've ever waited in an emergency room, it's because of an immigrant. Well, I got news for you. St. Ronald Reagan passed that law so that everybody who goes to an emergency room gets treated regardless of their status.
Because that's the right thing to do.
And that's different money. That is different money.
But J.D. Vance yesterday and in the press briefing room after listening to Caroline Leavitt lie.
Caroline Leavitt.
And then J.D. Vance got up and he's answered questions. And he was asked about the Donald Trump posted video meme, in which Representative Hakeem Jeffries, a black man, is depicted with a Mexican sombrero, wearing a fake mustache and a serape, and there's mariachi music playing. And J.D. Vance was asked about that, and he said, the president was just joking.
He's having some
We're
fun.
having a good time. Vance on Wednesday laughed off this AI-generated video that Trump shared on social media, saying the president was joking when he posted a meme of Hakeem Jeffries. Jeffries has said the video is racist and bigoted.
Yes.
And he said, and when asked about that, J.D. Vance said, well, I don't even know what that means. I think that's the only honest thing he said. He doesn't know what racist and bigoted means.
And again, it's a joke when they do it. But when other people do it, it's an attack.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't do it. So there you go. Democrats shutting down the government. That's what they're doing. It's estimated that 40,000 federal employees in Utah will feel the impact of the government shutdown that began just after midnight yesterday. To help people who will be furloughed or even laid off, what can you do about that? Well, we're in the early stages of the lockdown, and this thing that's probably going to make the most sense is for most of these employees to file for unemployment insurance claims. That's according to Jared Mendenhall with the Utah Department of Workforce Services. Should employees qualify for unemployment insurance, Mendenhall encouraged them to visit jobs.utah.gov, fill out an application where their eligibility will be determined on a case-by-case basis. But what about employees who are still working, still reporting to work, but aren't receiving a paycheck? Can they file for unemployment? Well, in that case, we encourage them to come in and file the application, mark that you're still working, mark the hours that you've worked, and whether you're receiving pay or not for it. But that's not really an answer as to whether you'll get any money or not.
Nope.
So
But you have to keep paying your mortgage, and you have to keep paying your light bill, and you have to keep buying food and
You really?
medicine.
Honest,
and-
you do have to do that? Measles. Utah has 44 now confirmed cases of measles. So far this year, according to the weekly update of the Utah Department of Health and Human Services, no cases were confirmed at all in 2024. According to the counts as of September 30th, the majority of Utah cases, 30 of them, were in the southwest region near Arizona, a state that's had 59 cases. The Arizona Department of Health reports an ongoing outbreak of measles in Arizona, with all but 4 of its 5 cases in Mojave County. The outbreak, spanning northern Arizona and southwest Utah, is among the largest in the U.S. at the moment. Utah's other 14 cases include 4 here in northern Utah, 3 in southeast Utah, and 7 in Utah County. Measles detection in wastewater samples found the virus shed in the same areas, but it doesn't say how many people in each area had measles. The water detection result is about the same for 1 or 100, so you can't really tell how many people it affects.
Great.
That it says here controversial flagpole. I guess it was. That was illegally placed on top of the historic Black Rock landmark in the Great Salt Lake. It's been cut down, but not by Utah officials. The Utah Department of Natural Resources said that the damaged flagpole was discovered this week, although its attached flag was missing. The flagpole and the flag were placed on Black Rock over 2 weeks ago and garnered various opinions from those who supported the item to those who considered it to be an act of vandalism. Immediately after the items were discovered in mid-September, Utah Forestry, Fire, and State Lands claimed that they were there illegally and they were addressing the situation. However, the flagpole remained on top of the landmark until it was cut down by person or persons unknown. A building in the Bronx partially collapsed, a 20-story public housing building in the Bronx. Fire officials said rescuers arrived at the scene in the Mott Haven neighborhood just after 8 in the morning to find that an incinerator shaft had collapsed. So it's on the side of the building, an incinerator shaft. People in the halls, there'll be chutes where people can dump their garbage, and it goes down big shaft down into the basement where the incinerator is. So the incinerator shaft has broken off of the building. Officials said no injuries were reported after the incident, but about 3,462 people live in that building. University of Colorado, we talked about this. I think they've been fined for inappropriate behavior when they played BYU. According to a release from the conference, Colorado was fined $50,000 for the chants made during Saturday's 24-21 BYU victory. In social media posts following the game, University of Colorado leaders apologized for the chants made by those in the stands at Folsom Field, which contained expletives and religious slurs. Such behavior is extremely disappointing and does not reflect the values of respect, inclusion, and integrity we expect from our campus community, said University Chancellor Justin Schwartz. And you better be careful, though, Chancellor, because you used the word inclusion there.
Yeah, watch out.
I'd be careful if I were you. BYU football players were a target of similar offensive, profanity-laced chants when the team played at Oregon in 2022. Coach Prime is Neon Deion Sanders. He's very, very upset with the fans that engaged in that behavior. And a federal judge has dismissed a lawsuit brought by a man who claimed that as the naked baby featured on the cover of the rock band Nirvana's 1991 album, he had been the victim of child sexual abuse imagery. The photograph, taken when the man, Spencer Eldon, was 4 months old, became synonymous with Nirvana's second album, Nevermind. He's a little baby in a pool, and he's sort of swimming towards some money.
Yeah.
The photograph was taken when Eldon was 4 months old. Judge Fernando Olguin of U.S. District Court said that the album cover did not meet the criteria for child sex abuse imagery. Neither the pose, the focal point, setting, or overall context suggest the album cover features sexually explicit conduct, said the judge. Also pointed out that Mr. Eldon, the guy who, when he was a baby, had financially benefited from being featured on the album, including being paid to reenact the photo at one point, also selling autographed album-related posters and memorabilia, and referring to himself as the Nirvana baby. The judge also noted that Mr. Eldon had tattooed the album's name across his chest.
Wow.
But he's looking to get some more money.
But so he ain't going to get no more money out of it. This has been in and out of court a few times. I think finally this will be the last of it. Yeah. And that's about it.
All right. Sports, weather, traffic.
I think this is a sport. Good morning from Stacy and Orem. I'm getting kids ready for the Shakespeare competition in Cedar City. Go Carl G. Mazer Academy. It's a sport.
Carl G. Mazer Academy.
Apparently. So go you guys. Baseball. Let's see. The Dodgers swept the Reds. They're out. Dodgers moving on. We had the Guardians 6-1 over the Tigers. Padres 3-0 over the Cubs. Yankees 4-3 over the Red Sox. Today you have the Tigers and Guardians playing. Red Sox and Yankees. Padres and Cubs. The Dodgers can take a rest. And like I was telling you earlier, you've got Utah Mammoth, their first game in brand new, I don't know how they did it so fast, Delta Center. It's at 7 o'clock tonight against the Los Angeles Kings. In the NFL tonight, you have San Francisco 49ers against the Rams at 6:15. Weather, 61 right now. Another warm, beautiful day. Actually, quite warm for this time of year. 83, sunny for a high. Next chance of showers looks like Friday night into Saturday. Traffic, let me refresh, see if anything new has happened. Nothing reported in the last hour, and I don't think Infiniteam has reported anything either. But Infiniteam is you. If you're seeing anything out on the roads, you can text us and let us know. 33986. Spooks Boutique, the go-to destination for oddities, curiosities, antiques, and collectibles, provided by a community of local artists for over 13 years. Located at 3453 South State Street. Spooks Boutique, where Halloween is not a holiday, it's a lifestyle.
Well, he's here in the studio with us, Frank Christ, the Grim Reaper of Celebrity Souls. Frank, I sometimes forget. I was about to offer you a cup of this delicious Mill Creek coffee that I'm having this morning.
Oh, very funny.
It's French roast, and I thought, I bet Frank would like a cup of coffee. No.
Very funny.
It's really
so
good.
Mean when you say things.
I wasn't trying to be mean. I just forgot. I forgot that, if Frank did drink a cup of Mill Creek coffee, it would just end up on the floor.
Get my robes all wet.
He's a skeleton. Frank is the Reaper, the Grim Reaper of Celebrity Souls specifically. I was always under the impression that celebrities didn't have souls, but
no, Bill, they're precious, wonderful beings.
I know.
Of course.
That's going to make you angry with me, isn't it?
Everything they say and do is right.
Frank loves the celebrities, and it really hurts him to have to go and reap their souls when they die. Frank goes to the scene of the celebrity's death. He just makes sure that they're dead, and by that I don't mean he does anything to hasten the death. He just, if they're still clinging to life, you have to wait a few minutes.
I have to stand there and wait.
Yeah. And then when they expire, Frank loads their essence into his electric scooter sidecar and whisks them away to the distribution center, and then somebody else takes it from there, I guess. Huh?
Well, what happens in the distribution center, I have no idea. But they get sent off on their way. It's hell, 99%.
Frank, and this is a curse because Frank loves these celebrities.
I love our precious celebrities.
He joins us every weekday to play the game we call Frank Chris Presents.
They're fine. They're just fine.
He's given me a list of 4 precious celebrities. And it makes Frank very happy to know that 3 of the
celebrities are fine.
Yeah, but one of them Frank had to take away because that celebrity died. And it is the contestant's job to determine who... I'm sorry, Frank. Who the dead celebrity is. And do we have a contestant?
Larry is here.
Larry, good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Just fine.
Well, that's good, Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
Larry, for participating in our macabre Guess the Dead Celebrity game, you can win a prize. What is that, Gina?
It is tickets to see Machine Gun Kelly Friday, June 26th, 2026. It's next year at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater.
All right, Larry, here we go. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because it's Guardian Angel Day, Frank has given me a list of actors in movies about or that have angels in them, all right? So name the dead celebrity and you'll get the tickets. Number 1, Joey Lauren Adams got her start in Exorcist II, The Heretic. This was followed by roles in Dazed and Confused, Coneheads, and Mallrats. She was also in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and Chasing Amy. She had a small role in the John Travolta as an angel movie, Michael. Number 1, Joey Lauren Adams. Number 2 is Djimon Hounsou. He made his film debut in Without You, I'm Nothing. He was nominated for acting awards for Amistad and Blood Diamond. In Marvel movies, he plays Korath the Pursuer. Gesundheit. He was also in several DC Universe movies. He was also in the great movie Constantine, wherein Keanu Reeves plays a guy who talks to angels. Number 2, Djimon Hounsou. Number 3 is William Hurt. His film debut was in Altered States. He was in Body Heat, co-starring Kathleen Turner. He won the Oscar for Kiss of the Spider Woman, starred in Children of a Lesser God, Broadcast News, and The Big Chill. He was in Winter's Tale, about a man who believes he is a guardian angel. Number 3, William Hurt. And finally, Frankie Faison. He was Commissioner Evan Burrell in the HBO series The Wire, Barney Matthews in the Hannibal Lecter franchise, Sugar Bates in the series Banshee. Other film roles were The Money Pit and Maximum Overdrive, Coming to America, and Do the Right Thing. He was in Down to Earth, about a black comedian who is accidentally taken to heaven. Boner candidate number 4, Frankie Faison. One of those actors is dead. Which one is it, Larry?
Was it number 3, William Hurt?
It was William Hurt. Died in 2022.
Too soon.
He was only 71. There you go. All right, congratulations, Larry. You got it on the first try. You're going to get tickets to see
Machine Gun.
Yeah. MGK.
Machine Gun.
Just, the cool kids call him
I'm not
MGK.
cool at all.
Yeah. Say thank you, Larry, and we'll put you on hold.
Thank you, Larry.
And we'll put you on hold.
Very good.
Yeah,
Now, I need everyone to know I did not take Jane Goodall.
Not that kind
Is
of
there
a celebrity.
Is there a different Reaper?
Well, I was just beyond, I couldn't do my job because I was so upset about Jane Goodall. And Cornelius Christ.
Oh,
Cornelius.
Stepped in there.
Oh, Cornelius.
Took Jane away, and he assured me that, in fact, she did go to heaven. She's one of the few celebrities.
Good to know.
I got to go check on Don McLean.
No, goodbye, American Pie.
He's 80 today.
Okay.
And boy, when he goes, you're going to be so sick of that song. I'm telling you. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Let's see. We have a crash westbound 27th North approaching State Street. Traffic is backing to 8th West. This is in Pleasant View in Weber County. That's the only thing going on with UDOT. Let me see. Oh, geez. Somebody says person in wheelchair hit by car, 31st South, 36th West. That's
man.
Awful. But thank you for letting us know. They text that in 33986. Business owners, do you owe $15,000 or more in employment taxes and don't know what to do? McClure and Stewart, your local trusted tax attorneys. Go to McClureandStewart.com today.
All right, KXRK Provo. We will take a break. We'll be back after these with some geek news for you. We got Boner of the Day coming up. Stand by for all of that.
Need some geek news?
It's often said that people of Utah speak a language all their own. It's a language that's often confusing and even incomprehensible to newcomers here in the Beehive State. So, Radio from Hell presents a handy guide to help everyone understand how the natives speak. It's the Utah Word of the Day, and today's word is...
Cannycarn. C-A-N-N-Y-K-A-R-N. Cannycarn. And here they are, Don Criddle, the mayor of Mona, Utah, and his son, Denver Criddle. It's the day after Halloween, and Don and Denver are discussing Denver's Halloween Candy Haul and why November 1st is so exciting for Denver. Again, the word is cannycarn.
Well, you sure scored a big bag of sweets, son, when you was out trick-or-treating.
I sure did, Daddy. I got more treats than any of the other kids. I think I know why.
Well, why is that, my strange and wonderful son? Why did you glean more treats than your companions?
Well, I think partly it was my great costume. I really outdone myself this year.
Yeah, that was a pretty dang good costume. Did people recognize right away that you was the prophet, warrior, and now Angel Moroni?
Well, not all of them, not right away. But when I put that gold trumpet to my lips and gave it a blow, they knew who I was.
Well, now let's see what kind of treats you scored here. I'll just dump this pillowcase full of cavities out here on the kitchen table. Well, there must be 10 pounds of treats here. Well, for heck's sake, son, there ain't nothing in this bag but bit of honey and Smarties.
I outsmarted the other kids, Daddy. I just kept going back to two houses over and over. The two that no one else was going to. One house had the bit of honey, and one had the Smarties. Voila!
Well, thank the Lord, you're going to get some decent treats and some variety in just a minute.
I think I may be the luckiest boy in the whole world, Daddy. Or at least the luckiest in Juab County. Or the luckiest boy in Mona, Utah. I get second Halloween every year. Every November 1st, your brother comes over and brings me huge bags of treats. But I always wondered, why does he wait until the day after Halloween, Daddy?
Well, it's because he's too busy at the Halloween season, so he can't come till the day after. Now, I'm going to go let him in, and then I have to go to work to the mayor's office. I got mayor work to do.
Hello, and happy day after Halloween. Where is my little Halloween angel Moroni? Where is my little nephew Denver?
Uncle Chainsaw Guy, happy day after Halloween. Did you have a good Halloween season this year, Uncle Chainsaw Guy?
Well, I sure was busy as usual, nephew of mine. I think I chased more screaming girls and whimpering boys this year than ever before. That's a lot of running I have to do, and I am tuckered. But not too tired to forget to bring my nephew his favorite Halloween treats.
What did you bring me this year, Uncle Chainsaw Guy?
Like I said, your favorites. They're all right here in this gunny sack.
Oh, let me guess.
Huh?
Let me see if you remember my favorite candy. You got Starburst?
Yep.
And candy corn?
Yep. And?
Wax Lips! You got Wax Lips! I love Wax Lips!
You guessed them all three, Denver. You got them all. It is uncanny that you could do that.
It's just I know you, Uncle Chainsaw Guy. You always make the day after Halloween the best. And now for the best part of all. Chase me out of the house with your chainsaw!
Happy day after Halloween, Denver!
Join us again some other time as we examine how the Utah natives speak with the Utah Word of the Day.
Dustin did from Granite, who said he would want the sweet distraction of geek news now, if that's possible.
Geek news. Okay. Granite.
Brought to you by Cabin Fever, locally owned and operated since 1982, located in the heart of Trolley Square. Cabin Fever, it's so much more than a card store.
All right. And, of course, we know you don't work at work, so we've got things to distract you at work while you're at work instead of working. First thing I want you to look at is we finally got the full trailer for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Oh, I want to watch it.
How does it look?
Finally here. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
My maker told his tale. And I will tell you mine.
That's Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi, Christoph Waltz, Mia Goth in the project that Guillermo has always wanted to do.
Pieces. Memories of different men. And I saw it. Your name. Victor Frankenstein.
Looks cool.
Yeah. I mean, the trailer is amazing looking, great cinematography, great music. Some great makeup work there.
My creator.
Now it's
A single grace from you.
it's opening in theaters first, which is smart.
Oh, yeah.
If you are not to award me love, then I will indulge in rage.
Now I'm getting a question: is this considered a Universal picture? You know, the Universal monsters? No,
Yeah,
it is
no.
not. It's its own thing.
Based mostly on the novel,
Yeah.
closely on the novel.
I mean, he's a guy who can quote this book, you know, just from memory. But he's putting it in theaters October 17th, and then it will be on Netflix November 7th. So if you wait, you'll see it. But
Yeah, but you want to see it in the theater. Right?
Everybody who has seen it said you need to see it in the theater.
I'm excited.
It's probably big and lush. And
Yeah,
all
but
of that.
I'm sure Sean Means will review it for us probably next week or thereabouts. Anyway, from one extreme to the other.
Yes.
Solar Opposites. It's an amusing little cartoon. It's the 6th and final season on Hulu, and there is a trailer for it. Give you an idea of what's happening.
Captain's log. After some setbacks, it's possible to finish our mission in about 20 years.
Oh, the Hulu Science Monitor just announced this is our final season.
Bollocks!
Let the humiliation begin!
All of our money-making machines got zapped. Looks like the solar opposites are broke. We need to make money and fast.
Lots of lessons being learned today.
We're rebranding as Try Hard Smart Kids!
So it's October 13th on Hulu and Disney Plus,
Family apart.
and we'll find out what's going on with the pupa finally,
Not everything is like a Disney movie.
and we'll also find out about The Wall.
About
I've given
time.
my life to the wall. Everyone strap in!
The Wall is, well, it's like a cage, essentially, but they've been shrinking people and putting them in the wall and letting them live there.
Okay.
Like a jail. So we'll find out what's going on with The Wall finally. I'm sure that'll get resolved. Let's see, you've been waiting for that new Daisy Ridley movie, right?
What? No.
I don't know what it is. So.
Well, it's not the Star Wars movie.
Okay.
It's a zombie movie.
Oh, okay.
We Bury the Dead.
I like a zombie movie.
Is what it's called. It says here, after a catastrophic military disaster, the dead don't just rise, they hunt. The military insists that they're harmless and slow-moving, offering hope to grieving families. But when Daisy Ridley enters a quarantine zone searching for her missing husband, she uncovers the horrifying truth. The undead are growing. More violent, more relentless, more dangerous with every passing hour.
No!
This movie will be released in theaters just in time for Halloween on January 2nd. Why?
Anybody in it that we know?
Daisy Ridley.
Oh, just Daisy Ridley.
Yeah, I don't see
All
about
of
it.
these should come out in October.
Yeah, they should. Anyway, there you go. Speaking of more zombies, there was an Archie comics. Yeah, I know.
Oh, wait, I remember this.
Called Afterlife with Archie.
Yeah.
I do not remember this.
This was when the Archie franchise was taken over, and they said, we need to do something with this IP.
They did all kinds of weird
people are
stuff
familiar
with it.
with, and it started here with the Afterlife with Archie. Well, they're making a show.
A series?
A TV series called Afterlife with Archie. 1-hour drama series based on the comic books. And it's Archie and the gang fighting zombies.
Okay.
So you'll be getting that. Gina, I
Yes.
don't know how you feel about this because this is a show very close to you.
An untouchable show?
Young Frankenstein.
Oh, yes.
Well,
one of my top 5 movies.
there is a series that is being developed now at FX. Very Young Frankenstein.
Okay.
Even younger.
We don't know what the plot is, who's playing what. We just have the cast. Zach Galifianakis,
Okay.
Dolly Wells, Spencer House, Nikki Crawford, Kumail Nanjiani, and Carrie Elwes.
Now, I read who Zach Galifianakis is playing.
Who's he playing?
Dr. Frankenstein.
So is he
Gene Wilder?
Gene Wilder's father? If it's Very Young Frankenstein? Because
I don't
if you
know.
look at Zach Galifianakis, he's much older than Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Mel Brooks is associated with this.
Is he?
I believe so.
I don't have that here. Just everybody's
So-
credits are here in this story. but,
I will
yeah.
I will Carrie Jackson this and say, show me what you got.
Show me what you got. And you remember back when Barbie was put on HBO Max and it was huge?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Superman has now beaten that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh no, it hasn't beaten it. It's come close. It's the one that's come the closest to
Oh.
Barbie. Barbie was bigger, but James Gunn's Superman
Doing well.
13 million views in its first 10 days. Platform's biggest 10-day audience for a movie debut since Barbie.
I was one of them.
Oh,
Yes.
you did? You watched
Yeah,
it?
I did.
So anyway, there you go.
I liked him as Superman, Corn Sweat.
Corn Sweat?
I think he's terrific. Yeah,
I thought he was good. And
this is my Superman.
and what's her
Out of
name
all
is
the Supermen, this is your...
Gotta
Okay.
say.
what's her name is Mrs. Maisel.
You know,
She's really good.
I have a soft spot for Harry Cheston.
I know you do, but there you go. And finally, Jeremy Irons has been cast in the new Highlander movie as a villain. What a surprise. Me playing a villain again.
Who would believe that?
Traffic.
Oh. Oops.
That
It's
you?
7:15. That's my alarm for the damn content.
Oh, well,
That's
we'll
what
get
that
to
is.
it. We'll get to it.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to it. So I'll just quickly tell you. Accident westbound 27th North approaching State Street. This is up in Pleasant View, backing to 825 West. Heard from a couple different friends of the program who were dealing with that. Thank you for sending that in at 33986.
Thank you.
Here are the boner candidates you'll be voting for momentarily. Number 1, I wanted to trauma bond with you all. Boner candidate number 2, these Fox hosts are just creepers. And boner candidate number 3, to test your loyalty to our dear leader, we must squeeze your bosom.
Oh, all right. We got boners, big boy news, all coming up after these messages and a song. Stand by.
X96 wants to bribe you to listen longer. Tune in every weekday, 7:15, 10:15, 1:15, and 5:15 for keywords. Then you will text them to 508-777-1000. That's 508-777-1000. and you'll be entered to win $1,000. Every keyword is another chance for you to win. Details and more at x96.com. Your keyword for this hour is fund. Fund, F-U-N-D. Fund. Text that to 508-777-1000 now to enter to win.
Now, let me take you down memory lane.
Okay.
Just a few years back, the internet brought us a wonderful thing. I love cat videos, and this was one of my favorites.
That's a cat. It's really a cat.
It's really a cat.
A house cat.
A house cat who appeared to be speaking
Yeah.
and saying, Old Long Johnson.
Yeah.
Or we projected it onto the poor
Yeah.
kitty cat. I don't know. Well, people remember that.
Very well.
And 4 different people sent me this morning because this is the latest.
Another one, huh?
Well, this is a combo.
Different cat?
This
or-
is a combo platter. This is a different cat.
Okay.
And it's a guy who is a musician who calls himself the Kiffness, Kiff, the Kiffness.
Okay.
So he's taken some talking cat samples and turned it into a song.
All right.
So I don't know if you're ready for this or not, but here
I'm
we
not
go.
sure.
Oh, it sounds like Pearl Jam.
It does, doesn't it? Now what he's captioned it. So the cat is saying, hold on to my fur, I like it, when the dogs are barking.
I hear that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. So then he's taken his synthesizer and he started doing some samples. You know.
Kitty go purr when you hold on to a spur. Everything a blur. In a fast lane to the moon. Doggy go bark when you're cruising in the dark. Teeth so sharp, trying to bite him like a shark. No, we ain't coming down soon.
So there you go.
You could hear Eddie Vedder doing that. Hold on to my fur, like you, when the dogs are
And then he's got a dog that it's growling at him, and he's manipulating the jaw to add a little background sound effects.
A doggy don't like it when a cat like me is going through life successfully. So they make a big bark as I fly through the sky. Hold on to my fur, boy, don't you cry. Cause we're gonna make it now, break through the clouds. No more doggy barking, where are they now? It's easy to hear them when you're on the ground. But when you're up on the moon, you don't hear a sound. You don't hear a sound.
Do you get the dog growl there?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I know you may not think of much of this song right now.
No, I
But
don't.
I guarantee you, 4 hours from now, in your head.
When the dogs are barking.
When the dogs are barking.
Hey,
I promise you, if this goes viral, like Interscope Records will sign this guy like that.
get a hold of the Kiffness for Interscope Records. There you go.
I've never experienced a cat in real life sounding like that.
Really?
No, never. I mean, I can't imagine that, I have a cat now that has a distinctive meow and does it all the damn time, but not like it's talking.
Well, we got a new kitten about a year ago, and then within our household, so we have a kitty, an old lady kitty that's like 15, and it took her a minute to decide that she didn't hate the kitten because kittens are just little buttholes. And my wife had this video of the kitty and the baby kitty and the old kitty together, and the old kitty finally was like, "All right, fine, I'll lick you and be nice." And so she's licking him, but growling at the same time. So she's being all sweet, licking the kitty, just kind of going, That's the closest to a talking kitty cat.
Yeah, that's the closest I've come to. Nothing sustained like these ones on YouTube. But
And I like the chattering cat.
Oh yeah.
I've had cats that do it. When they're looking at birds,
Right, a bird or a bug
through the window
or a laser pointer.
That's a cat.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
That's a cat from the deep south.
It is a southern cat.
Yeah, it's from the deep south.
It is a southern cat.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Where there was a South Park episode where they had the old Long Johnson kitty cat.
People are asking for a link. No. I'll just tell you, if you just go to YouTube and look for "Hold On to My Fur" talking cat song, it'll come up.
Yeah. Or any Pearl Jam song. It's the same.
Any Pearl Jam is good. Kitty Vetter. All right. So many things. Let's see. 7:24 time now for Boner of the Day. 3 news stories. These are examples of bad, stupid, funny human behavior. You will decide with your vote of these 3 candidates which one is the worst, which one deserves to be Boner of the Day for today, October 2, 2025. We'll give you 2 candidates now, a third after the news. Once you've heard all 3, you'll vote. One of you lucky random Boner voters will receive.
Can't buy it, gotta win it. Radio from Hell Boner t-shirt.
Boner candidate number 1. I wanted to trauma bond with you all. Malika Brittingham, who works for the U.S. Navy, wanted to prompt a police response that she expected to create closer ties with her coworkers. According to an affidavit filed with a criminal complaint, Ms. Brittingham explained that she carried out this hoax because she had been ostracized by her coworkers and hoped that their shared experience in response to an active shooter would allow them to trauma bond. It said this complaint says that Brittingham started sending texts at approximately 10:45 in the morning that claimed an active shooter was on the base, that she had heard 5 or 6 gunshots, and that she was hiding in a closet with coworkers. The recipient of the texts, identified only as Individual 1, believed the messages and called 911 and the Base Defense Operations Center. Base staff implemented their active shooter protocol, advising employees to move to designated shelter-in-place locations. The affidavit said authorities then determined that the active shooter claim was untrue. Investigators questioned Ms. Brittingham at approximately 11:45 a.m. when she finally denied contacting, or she initially rather denied contacting the individual before the shelter-in-place order. But then she finally admitted that she had intentionally conveyed the false information about an active shooter on the base, believing that he would call the police, initiate a police response, which it did. And then she said, I did it because I thought it would cause us to trauma bond.
You know, there's lots of things wrong with this.
Yeah, she could have baked cookies.
There's lots of things wrong with this, but somebody could have got shot.
Yeah.
I mean, if they thought somebody, maybe that's the shooter, and they shoot at him, and this could have gotten somebody hurt or killed.
Much easier ways to do this. Offer to wash your employees' cars. Bring them cookies.
And aren't there enough actual traumas that we don't have to create traumas?
Exactly.
That's boner candidate number 1. I wanted to trauma bond with you all. Number 2, these Fox News hosts are just creepers. Middle-aged Fox News host Jesse Waters and Julia Banderas creeped out their audience. Well, did they? Maybe their audience liked this. When they speculated about whether Barron Trump got laid at the end of his reported date.
Oh, jeez.
It was reported on Tuesday that the 19-year-old son of Donald Trump and his wife Melania had arranged a date at Trump Tower for security reasons. Page 6 revealed that an entire floor of the president's Midtown skyscraper had been closed off for the romantic occasion, with Barron's unnamed date. Teenage Barron Trump he's in college, but instead of simply congratulating the youngster on being, completely normal and having a date and then moving on with the show, the creepy Fox News presenters couldn't help taking things a little too far. In a segment on Jesse Waters' Prime Time, it was titled, "Barron Trump Brought a Girl Home." The pair, both of whom have teenage children, the two Fox News hosts, giddily guessed what had gone on between the two. Waters recounted previously reported tabloid gossip about the 19-year-old. Yeah, he's a ladies' man, Tall and handsome, Waters said, before saying that Barron had, quote, shut the whole floor down at Trump Tower just so he could be alone. Now, Ms. Banderas chimed in saying, man, this guy's got game. I'm hoping something good came out of that date. I'm not going to say what, but not dessert. Waters didn't shut down the conversation, but instead made a weak joke about Barron and his date eating a Trump cookie. And then they went on talking.
That's so creepy.
I mean,
weird.
They just went on. I wonder if he got laid.
I mean, it must be hard to be a teenage kid of any president, and dating must be hard for any kid of a teenage president. This is
Gene,
what
I would challenge that. I have made it much harder for my children than any president ever could.
But to comment like that is
creepy.
So creepy.
Yes.
Maybe he his date ate a Trump cookie, if you know what I mean. Boner candidate number 2. These Fox posts are just creepers. Right. Coming up in a moment, boner candidate number 3. To test your loyalty to our dear leader, we must squeeze your bosom.
Boner candidate number 3 coming up after this. Big Boy News and Penuendo. Brought to you by...
Why spend stupid ticket prices for concerts when you can experience great live music for much less at Salt Lake's coolest, most intimate venues? Check out Moki this Saturday and Sunday at the Stateroom. Get tickets at thestateroompresents.com.
Celebrated star, I guess, a precious celebrity from the Fast and Furious franchise is facing arrest after his 4 Mastiff breed dogs allegedly tore apart his neighbor's spaniel, killing the little dog. Tyrese Gibson, 46-year-old R&B singer best known for playing Roman Pierce in the Fast and Furious films, is accused of ignoring repeated warnings to contain his 4 wild Cane Corso dogs, known for escaping his Georgia home. Apparently they get loose all the time. A warrant for his arrest on charge of animal cruelty was issued this week. Fast and Furious star Gibson is 46 years old and facing arrest. His pets, commonly used as guard dogs, broke out of the yard and mangled his neighbor's 5-year-old King Charles Cavalier Spaniel, named Henry.
Oh.
Security footage captured Gibson's dog scratching at a door across the street a few minutes before the Spaniel was slaughtered by these giant mastiffs. He's in pretty big trouble for this. Big trouble. Let's see. Fall is a spider migration season. Gina, pest control companies are seeing even more than usual, and it's especially concerning that one poisonous spider in particular is showing up more often than ever. The black widow.
We found one in the garage. And by the way, your wife is in trouble, Carrie.
Talk to her about it.
Bringing up that unlocking a new fear for me of having a spider in the lint trap of the drier yesterday.
That was her goal.
We've definitely had a surge in calls about black widows, said Kimball Pace, service manager with Peak Pest Control. They're moving around more. People are seeing them more. They're also going to be eating a lot of food lately. So, they're going to be extra big and juicy. Extra big and juicy. Now, it's rare for a black widow spider bite to be fatal, but it can be pretty serious. Mark Jackman from American Fork, recovering from a black widow bite he got 2 weeks ago, had a pair of shoes outside, shook him out, knocked him on the floor before putting them on. Still, spider inside, bit him on the foot, and he's been having to go to the emergency room for treatment. They necrotize the flesh around the bite. Utah's Republican representatives and senators are pointing the finger at Democrats, of course, after federal funding lapsed overnight, kicking off what could be a lengthy government shutdown. Republicans hold slim majorities in both the House and Senate, but need help from the minority to clear the 60-vote filibuster threshold in the Senate. Democrats have pushed for an extension of health care tax credits and are set to expire at the end of the year. Some Republicans, including Trump, have falsely claimed that Democrats want to give free health care to undocumented immigrants.
No.
That's not true. It's not the case. It's not. But they keep saying it over and over and over again, so they want to pound that lie into people's brains.
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. It's the same thing.
It's and it's just interesting to me that people will go, well, I heard what the Democrats are doing.
Oh, they're eating the dogs and the cats.
And actually, all that they're doing, there's nothing new that they're asking for. They want to, at the end of the year, the subsidies that make the Affordable Care Act affordable for most people are going to expire. They want those extended.
And you know why the Republicans don't want them extended? They want that money it needs to make up for the tax cuts that they've given to the highest earners in the country.
And they would like the restored, nothing different, just restored the benefits that the big, beautiful bill took out with Medicare and Medicaid. Now here's what the Republicans are saying. We don't need to talk about this now because those benefits don't run out until the end of the year.
Yeah.
But see, these are the details that get lost. Open enrollment is in November.
Yeah.
And so the Democrats are like, no, we can't wait until December because people have to sign up for insurance now.
Utah and Marriott Slaterville.
Yes.
No, excuse me, that's a caption. I don't want to read that. There's larger liquor stores are being opened in Marriott Slaterville. There's a new liquor store, and new larger stores that will replace existing locales in Roy and Moab are nearing complete. What are they trying to do? Are they going to put a liquor store on every damn corner? Is that what they want to do? They're modern. The liquor store in Moab it really does need to be.
Every liquor store that I've gone to is too small.
The new ones are the newer ones are very nice. I like.
I mean, even this one downtown is too small. It's got all that open space.
Maybe they're going to add to it.
It seems big when you walk in because of all that open space, but...
Well, they seem to have everything I need. Bourbon.
Well,
I need a bottle of bourbon. They've got that. Let's see. Analysts were left shocked Wednesday after a release of the latest jobs report. It showed private employers had shed 32,000 jobs in September, a stark contrast to the expected gain of around 50,000. Very disappointing. It was a weak number. This is a private sector jobs for September total, and it comes in at a negative 32,000. That's not good for the economy. Also, in New York, Donald Trump probably has secured a win for the Democrats for sure, because he's announced the halt of two massive projects in New York City, cutting billions of dollars from the hometown of Democratic Party's leaders just hours after the government shutdown. The move just killed the Republican Party's dreams of winning the governorship, it says here. Roughly $18 billion in New York City infrastructure projects have been put on hold to ensure that funding is not flowing based on unconstitutional DEI principles.
And that can be anything.
Yeah, more. So the project included an extension to the city's subway system and the Hudson Tunnel project. These are things that have been on the books for quite some time to get done. The money was finally there to do it, and the Trump people are holding it off. It's the Democrats will win decisively in New York because of that. Canada The Canadian government is warning citizens who have passports which lists their gender as X, that is, gender neutral. You might have problems getting into the United States.
Not surprised.
And other countries. In a change made in recent days, the Department of Global Affairs added an advisory to its United States travel advice page for Canadian passport holders, while the Government of Canada issues passports with an X gender identifier. It cannot guarantee your entry or transit through other countries.
Because why? What?
Oh, because you get the trans people coming in here and then doing these mass shootings, Gina.
What?
And they're coming here. These trans people are coming here to get medical care. That's what they're doing.
They're coming from Canada here.
Yeah, you
to
bet.
get medical care.
You bet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
A controversial plan to release 45,000 gallons of radioactive water into the Hudson River has been approved in court. What could possibly go wrong here?
What?
Yeah. A federal judge ruled in favor of New Jersey-based Holtec International, which sued New York last year to challenge the state's ban on discharging radiological substances from its defunct Indian Point nuclear plant. The judge said, "No, you can do it. Go ahead. Just put all that radioactive water in the river there. That's okay." Gina, story for you.
What?
Science shows that Diet Coke tastes better when it comes from McDonald's.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah, I know you've said that. Since its debut in the early 1980s, Diet Coke has enjoyed a large following, with some people guzzling gallons of it every day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Recently, however, a very specific form of this beloved low-calorie beverage has taken over social media, namely that vended by McDonald's soda fountains. TikTokers and others, but you've said this for years. Diet Coke coming out of McDonald's is better.
They do something different.
They keep it consistently cold.
Is that part of it?
Like even while they store it, and I think that is part of it.
I read an article about this a long time ago
Yeah.
about how they do it differently than other places.
It says Mickey D's Diet Coke say that it's spicier and it's crisper and it's the greatest.
Yep.
I'm trying to see if it says exactly what they do, or is it one of these things that McDonald's tries to keep kind of
What it seems like what I've heard is that they keep it consistently cold.
Weather, traffic.
Oh, very beautiful, warm, nice. 83 today for a high. Overnight low 61. Looks like next chance for showers is Friday night into Saturday. 80% chance, so pretty good chance of that happening Friday. Traffic, we have a crash on the exit ramp, I-15 southbound to 45th South and Murray, blocking the left shoulder. Accident in Pleasant View, westbound 27th North, approaching State Street. Traffic backing to 825 West. And let me check our message stream. That's texting in when you guys let us know what you're seeing out there. 33986 is where you do that. Nothing new there, but please keep us posted if you see anything you think other friends of the program need to know about.
Here, I waded through that story, Gina, about the Diet Coke. It's not just that they keep it colder. The premium, this premium solvent is the key. McDonald's uses filtered, pre-chilled water, and that's why it's
that's what I mean. Like
fizzier.
every step along the way, it's cold.
Yeah,
So
that's the reason.
All right.
Here's boner candidate number 3. To test your loyalty to our dear leader, we must squeeze your bosom. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's regime is said to be pursuing a crackdown on women who have had illegal cosmetic surgery. North Korea's security services have launched a harsh crackdown on women with what they're calling capitalist breast implants, according to sources. Kim Jong-un's regime is said to be using undercover agents and neighborhood patrols to catch those who are carrying out and undergoing cosmetic procedures who face being sent to labor camps. In one case, a doctor who performed a breast augmentation surgery was put on trial along with 2 women who underwent the illegal procedure. The medical school dropout was said to be using silicone smuggled in from China in a procedure at his home when he was caught. A source in northern Huang province said in mid-September at the Cultural Hall at the Central District of Taiwan, a public trial was held for a doctor who had performed illegal breast surgery and for women who received the operations. And so they're now sending out patrols to check if you've had illegal breast augmentation surgery. We must find out to test your loyalty to the dear leader.
Well, that won't happen here.
No.
Not with the Mar-a-Lago makeover.
No, it will never happen.
Be required to get them.
That's boner candidate number 3.
All right, let's review the first 2 and vote.
Let's see, boner candidate number 1. Well, I wanted to trauma bond with you all. That's why a woman who works for the U.S. Navy called in a fake active shooter call on the base that she worked at, the military compound, caused a big lockdown. A lot of people were put in danger by it. She said, well, I just wanted to bond with everybody, and trauma brings us all together. Boner candidate number 2. You know, these Fox News hosts are just absolute creepers. They're talking about Barron Trump going on a date, and Jesse Waters and Julie Banderas creeping people out when they speculate about whether he got laid at the end of his date. And boner candidate number 3, to test your loyalty to our dear leader, we must squeeze your bosom.
All right. Time to vote for Boner of the Day. 1, 2, or 3. Remember your candidate number, the one that you think is the worst, the one that you think should win. Put that single digit in the message of a text and then text that to 33986. Or you can call Katie in the producer's booth, 877-602-9696. She'll take your live voice vote. Or go online, x96.com. Look for the box that says Boners, October 2, 2025. Click and vote. If you don't see that box, refresh your browser. It'll appear. Click and vote. All right, you got 3 minutes to get your vote in. Let's go. It is Boner of the Day. Right after this, it's Victoria. Real Housewives of Salt Lake update coming up right after these. Boner of the Day. And I assume everything went well, Gina?
Yeah, I had this. My doctor told. Well, we back up. I've been having high blood pressure. Like, which is weird for me. I don't usually have that.
You usually don't have any blood pressure at all.
It's true. I'm usually very slow pulse and low blood pressure. So we're in the investigation portion of trying to find out what's causing that. And yesterday she sent me a message saying, I need you to come in for an 8 a.m. blood test. And yes, it has to be at 8 a.m. And I'm like, she's like, I know you work, but it has to be at 8 a.m.
It was for the doctor's convenience, I'm sure.
So I'm confused. So I go to her office this morning. And I asked the nurse, why this 8 a.m. blood test? And she said it's an 8 a.m. cortisol test. And yes, it has to be done first thing in the morning because that's the time of day when the numbers are most likely to be high.
But that's a time of day for normal people.
Exactly.
We're up at 3.
Exactly. But the lab is not. So the lab opens at 8.
So the results of your test that are very important to your health.
Yeah.
Dubious at best.
Are
so
strictly at the whims of when the lab opens.
And I've had so much blood taken the last 2 weeks. And the nice lady that takes the blood, it's always from the same spot.
Why?
And
why don't you don't have to do that?
Well, that's just the way her room's set up. It's the chair.
No, God. Gina. Oh, that's just the way her room is set up.
That's where the table is.
Nonsense.
But she uses this this tape like afterwards to put like a cotton ball there. And so I have ripped this tape off the same part of my arm like 3 times in the last week.
Gina, no.
I think I'm
say
going to hit her.
you say I need it to be in another spot. You don't have to do
not
that.
Use the icky tape.
Good God. Most phlebotomists play, they have those chairs that the thing flips and they can do it from either side.
Yeah.
And so if she's just got a table set up, you can turn your chair around.
It's the way it
And
was.
it shouldn't be the way that the chair is sit. You should extend both arms and say, which one do you like?
Yeah.
And they can look and say, oh, that looks like a good one right there.
But it's the tape. I hate the tape.
The tape is...
It's your own fault.
So that's sorry, and I appreciate Jimmy hopping in and
Well, he was good. I think we
surprised.
We had to ask him to do it every week.
Maybe it was part of his whole planning and scheme to psych out the other person because he made it sound like, oh, I don't know pop culture.
And then he was right on
He just nailed it.
All of them. Yeah. He even got an actual trivia question.
Really?
Yes. It's like, out of these 4 women, only one of them was not dated by Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
And there wasn't a joke answer. There were 4.
It could have been any
and
of
he
them.
didn't hesitate.
And he answered it correctly. Did
Hey,
you
let-
hear it?
No, let me hear what it.
Let me see how you do.
Okay.
All right. Which of the following women has Justin Timberlake not dated?
Okay.
Now, wait, which part of your brain would you like to answer this with?
The right or the left?
Right.
Britney Spears, Jessica Biel, Cameron Diaz, or Christina Aguilera?
Cameron Diaz.
No.
He dated Cameron Diaz.
He did.
Oh, he didn't date Christina Aguilera.
Very good.
Okay.
But Jimmy,
Bam, hit it.
right away.
Ah.
He went, that'd be Christina
I was
Aguilera.
blown away. Blown
Huh.
away.
You know why? Because Jimmy's dated all of them.
I
That's
guess
right.
so.
He's talked to them all.
986.
All right, 7:47. Time to award Boner of the Day.
And the boner of the day is brought to you in part by Ribs.
And Nightmare on 13th is back. New scares, monsters, and the all-new horror cinema finale. See why millions of people have screamed over the last 36 years. Buy your tickets now and save up to $10 with promo code X96 at nightmareon13th.com.
Well, we had, we had boner candidate number 1, which was the woman who wanted to trauma bond with people, so she called in an active shooter event at a base, a fake active shooter event. Boner candidate number 2 was the Fox hosts being creepers about Barron Trump, and number 3, the dear leader. We will have none of your capitalist breast implants here in North Korea. So the voting was
Pretty even.
Yeah, pretty even among all the candidates. But finally, surging ahead with just under 100 votes was boner candidate number 2. These Fox News hosts are creepers.
All right, so there you go. That's your Boner of the Day for today, October 2, 2025. Now qualified to be Boner of the Week. Is this sponsored, Gina?
It should be.
All right, here we go.
I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint.
Well, here she is from the Windy City, the city of big shoulders, Chicago, Illinois. It's Victoria with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake update.
She does a service for us. We don't watch the show, but it's a big deal. It's John Oliver's favorite show.
Well,
All these celebrities love it.
It's Kristen Wiig's favorite
Kristen
show.
Wiig's favorite
We just
show.
found
Well,
out.
maybe we're missing out.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Maybe we're missing out then.
Are we missing out, Victoria?
I don't think you'd like it. It's not for you.
Exactly.
Well, then you just tell
That's
us.
what I'm here for.
Tell us what we're missing.
All right. Well, here's what you're missing in case you're interested. So we're on episode 3 of season 6. It's called Dismissed. And keep that in mind because that's the drinking game. We're 3 episodes in. We finally got this season's taglines, and they're like meh. They're like I might bring them up as they go on, but they're not great. And maybe they'll tie into the show. I don't know. So I'm going to break up my update into 2 parts. I'm going to call the real or the real of the reality show, and then the chisme for our vocabulary lesson for the day. Chisme is gossip, and those who like to gossip, like me, are chismosas or chismosos. So if you want to join in, you can call yourself that. Also, I could be the chismosa from Chicago, so all of that.
Okay.
All right. So here's the real from this week's episode. We've got Bronwyn and Todd talk about life. Angie hangs out with her dad. Bronwyn hangs out with her mom. And then one of the issues that's going on with Bronwyn is her dad, I guess, had Alzheimer's, and so he's now in a home. And her mom had a stroke, and her mom lives with her and her husband. So she's got some stuff going on. And then Angie wants to get her Greek citizenship. So I think that's what we're going to be working towards to the end of the season, because in the trailer we can see they're going to go to Greece. So if we care about that, But now to the chisme, which is the best part of the show, and it's my favorite part this week and last week. And so it's the last 14 minutes. So if this is why you're here for the Housewives, just skip to the last 14 minutes.
Did you really watch this 4 times?
At
the
least.
last 14? All right.
I really treat it like I'm watching football, where I'm like, I need to see the replay again and then break it down and see how the rule is applied. And I think I'll start throwing flags as well. I think I watched it at least 4 times.
All right.
So it's the last 14 minutes. It's called Lisa's Clarity Lunch. So remember, Lisa is Vita Tequila. And what it is, we've heard the last couple episodes where some issues have come up about lawsuits that have been filed against her. And so she wants to gather the women together to talk about what she wants to give give clarity on what she calls misinformations. And so please go to my Instagram at Judgy Empath. I have so many screenshots because she invites them to the lodge at Blue Sky, and she's had some of these lawsuits blown up into poster size and put them on easels, and then Photoshop dismissed across the front of them. And there's so many amazing pictures of them going through like this little like gallery of these blown up posters. It's so funny. And one of the things that I think is really funny about Lisa and makes her so entertaining is how seriously she takes herself. Because the episode opens with, she's really busy playing an event and she's doing all this name dropping. So one of my pictures that I have posted is her name dropping, and they put pictures of the different people she's name dropped that she's working with or throwing events for at Sundance. And one of the things that she said last week to Heather, where she says, I live a different life than the rest of you. She thinks that she's so much better than them. And then she was also listing off all the lawyers they have. And she says, we cross our T's with lawyers. We dot our I's with lawyers. She's so
That's not a good thing,
world.
Lisa, having so many lawyers.
But
that means you're in a lot of trouble.
But it is a fact that all of the lawsuits against Vita Tequila have been dismissed, right?
Well, this one, I don't know if it's actually Vita Tequila. So it's against her and some issues with money and a business. And so from what we know, everything has been dismissed except for one case. Mm-hmm. So there is still something outstanding on this. Right. And then I think the best way to consume this part of the episode, too, is through the quotes of the other women. And so in confession, I thought they were all very clever this week. So Bronwyn says, these are the kind of posters I made at FedEx Studio. She says, this is just so juvenile of Lisa to make these big posters. Mm-hmm. And then Mary says, I'm confused. I'm going to stay confused. I'm going to leave confused, because they're like, there's no clarity here.
Mary's funny.
And she's amazing. And then Heather says, it's like a science fair and no one did their project.
That's good too. These are all good.
And then she said, I hate science fairs. And then Braun says, Lisa can Photoshop dismiss on anything she wants, but her point is like it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
And so they're talking about what's going on. And then the way this ends at this event is Lisa, to deflect, she comes after Whitney, because Whitney's had issues with her business as well. It sounds like they might be, I'm still trying to figure out what happened there. And so she comes after her, but Lisa's evidence for Whitney is what she saw on TikTok. And so then Whitney says, TikTokers and lawsuits are not the same thing. Mm-hmm. And Whitney does get very triggered by this event, by this confrontation. She ends up storming out, and the episode ends with it to be continued. So we'll get more of that next week, and then more. But definitely check out the pictures of the reactions and these things that Lisa made up. She made up one poster where it has like a collage of the lawsuits and then her posing, and then I also have a picture of her holding up one of these posters. It's just she takes herself so seriously.
She's really going all the way.
All the way.
Yeah.
And then our restaurant watch this week is Mateo. That's where Bronwyn and her husband go for their date night. We get a Crown Burger, which I'm pretty sure is our first Crown Burger.
About time.
Yeah. Totally.
Because Angie's related to the Crown. I don't know how they do it in here, but that's her family.
Oh, then that's totally what it is, because it's Angie and her daughter out to lunch and they're at Crown Burger. Oh, Gina, see?
Yeah.
There you go.
Gina really knows the inside scoop. She knows more than she's letting on here.
Gina, you might be a Salt Lake City socialite.
Oh, she certainly is.
Well, I think so.
And then they also go to the lodge at Blue Sky, which is where they have their lunch. I guess it's one of Lisa's favorite places.
Gina is a Salt Lake City socialite. She just doesn't dress like one.
It's true.
Yeah, there's no dress code for socialites. Socialites, I think, by definition, can dress however they want. And then our drinking game this week is, I'm calling it Dis is Dis and Dat is Dat. And so you're going to take a drink each time someone says dismissed. Again, this is only in the last 14 minutes, and they say it 15 times.
Wow.
And so I want to advise you to choose your drink wisely. If you want hard alcohol, do that. Or if you want to sip a beer or wine, just make sure you know what you're in for.
It sounds to me like I'm going to have to wait for the weekend to do that one.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely plan ahead and have lots of snacks. So you want to have something to absorb all the alcohol.
All right. Is that it?
We can do more. I don't know how much time I had.
No, we're out of time.
Yeah. So follow you where?
Perfect. Okay. So follow me on Instagram at Judgy Empath. I didn't put that there. And then and listen to my podcast with my husband, Couples Who Bravo Together.
I get the feeling that Victoria's the sort of person who can always do more if you just
ask. Absolutely.
That's why you have a podcast. You can go on and on and on.
Exactly. You just give me the sign. I go all the way.
All right.
Thanks,
Victoria.
Right,
Thank you.
I know, but I can't change.
All right. Traffic, Gina.
Let's see. Crash on the exit ramp, I-15 southbound 45th south of Murray, blocking the left shoulder. Crash eastbound 5600 south in Roy, approaching 35th west. All eastbound lanes are blocked. You're going to need to use an alternate route through there. And seems like that's about it. Pretty good commute this morning. If you see something and want to share it with us, 33986.
All right, thank you very much. KXRK Provo, we will take a break. We'll be back. We got Beat Gina coming up. Stand by for that. Larson, HVAC, and Plumbing. They're coming over to my place not only to do the furnace tune-up, but they're going to put in some new fixtures in my bathroom.
Well, because they're HVAC and plumbing. They do all of that. Jaden, I'm going to text you today because this is what they do. They say, hey, you're due for your furnace tune-up. Now, I just had a new system put in my house by Larson HVAC and asked them, like, oh, do I really need you to come in and do the fall tune-up? And Sean Larson said, yeah, it's just like your car. You got to change the oil and maintain it. And it's the perfect time of year to get your furnace tested. You know, we're still having these warm days, so you might not be thinking about it. Now is the perfect time to get your furnace checked, make sure it's running well. Not just your furnace either. If you give them a call, they'll do a free water assessment. They check your HVAC plumbing systems, make sure everything's running like it should. X96 listeners get 10% off your first service. Give them a call, 801-930-5450, or go to larsonhvac.com/X96.
Did you know?
We were talking about sandwiches earlier, and I'm hungry for a sandwich.
Really? Sometimes just a good, cheap gas station sandwich.
Will you eat a gas station sandwich?
Yeah, occasionally, if I have to. I
don't trust a gas station sandwich.
How about a hoagie?
I don't
not have a hoagie.
You don't know how long they've been sitting there. The sandwich at the gas station is way down on the list of priorities for the people that work at the gas station.
Yeah.
They don't care about turnover or.
Now we got sandwiches out here in the cooler, and I don't know what kind.
Here?
Yeah.
Right now? There's sandwiches here
There's sandwiches out there right now.
Where?
out in the cooler there. You know, where you could buy the drinks and stuff?
Yeah. Again, how long are they out there?
I don't know. But will you do a gas station hot dog?
Okay.
All right. Oh, okay.
Maverick is like high-end convenience store gas station.
Yeah, they have
hot
good
dog.
They
have. I
good
trust.
stuff.
I trust Maverick.
You trust a gas station sandwich from Maverick?
Yeah.
I trust it.
I would.
Okay.
I think they take pride in the food that they offer at their.
Yeah, I've
Maverick
had
has
them.
all the good stuff.
They have the Bahama Mama.
They got the best bathrooms.
Their coffee is even pretty good.
Yeah, they have the soda fountain. This sounds like an ad for Maverick. They have the soda fountain with like 50 different sodas, and you can add little vanilla to it, like I like.
Like you like.
They have the good ice. Maverick knows what they're doing.
By the way, the owner of Maverick, Keith Maverick. Keith Maverick. Keith, we're going to send you a bill.
I'm going to send you a bill.
Oh, if we're traveling, we're talking about road trips earlier.
Yeah.
It's Memorial Day. People are taking road trips. We will
I do
destination Maverick on a road.
I try to stop at a Maverick, and I'd rather go to a Maverick than a drive-through fast food place.
Oh yeah,
really.
Now, you mentioned the flavored syrup for your sodas. I heard someone bitching about the movie theater ones. You know, where you pre-select your
freestyle.
Yeah.
What was their complaint?
They just didn't care for them at all, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's not a good mix. I like it when I can mix my own.
Oh, is that the complaint?
Yeah, because the freestyle is a pre-mixed thing. But
yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
you want to know my freestyle trick?
There is one?
Yeah, well.
Is that they have that at Harmon's too, don't they? That freestyle.
No.
No?
It's like a soda fountain.
Yeah, I know. I thought I saw one at Harmon's.
Here's my trick. So you have a pure drink that is the drink that you wanted, untainted by other drinks.
Say it's Diet Coke. All right.
Always go to the water tab and run a little water through there first.
Oh, otherwise you're getting the flavor of the leftover.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's a good
That's
trick.
my little freestyle
You know, Gina, you are so amazingly creative about things that don't matter.
No,
that matters.
No, this is helpful because
you
I'm
put your brain to these things.
it's helpful.
little water,
because I'm making my twice yearly trip to the movie theater, and I need to know
Do a little rinse.
Okay.
Because they all come through the same spigot.
All right. Thank you.
My little tip.
Don't call this day drinking. This is refined. This is special. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, like who? Let's see. It was Max in Cottonwood texted us.
Cottonwood.
Yeah.
Cottonwood.
Home of the Cottonwoods.
Yes.
All right.
What do you got there?
You know, we've been eating so many treats this week.
I think somebody's trying to give us diabetes.
Yeah.
I think I almost have it.
This one's on me. Sorry.
Uh-oh. What is it?
Well, I was at the store yesterday picking up a couple of things, and I saw them just sitting there. And I thought, oh, okay.
You have to.
I have to. It's two of Gina's favorite things. Reese's and Oreos.
All in one.
It's the Reese's Oreo.
Okay. Let's see.
Oreo in Reese's. No explanation needed, it
Well,
says
no,
here.
yeah. I mean, let's see.
Is that a full-size cookie?
No, they're candies.
They're
So actually, both are available, Bill, to your point. You can get an Oreo cookie with the Reese's peanut butter instead of the filling.
Uh-huh.
These are Reese's candies with Oreo.
Inside the Oreo.
What?
Yeah.
I like the wrapper.
Oh, see, this is
little
bad.
foil wrapper with...
This is bad.
Why
It's
is it
not.
bad?
Is it not good?
No, because it's good.
Is it? Oh.
That's a bad thing.
Oh, that's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
You were hoping that it wouldn't be good?
Yes.
So it's white. Is this white chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Or no?
Which is, I don't know if that was such a good idea with the white chocolate. Oh, but it's the regular chocolate underneath.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, if you look at it.
And there's a little Oreo crunch in it.
Yep, right
Well,
there.
that's way better than a regular peanut butter cup.
These are fantastic. I need another one.
There you go.
You see what happens?
Yeah, I took two.
Oh, those are good. And they'll be limited time. So
Really?
I'm going. Yeah,
Is
they'll.
it just out for a while? Because they're better than a regular Reese's peanut butter
I think
cup.
so too, in a way.
I mean, sometimes these special things they keep around if enough people like them.
Well, speaking
Of course, I've been eating it with the paper, so that's not.
that doesn't help.
No.
Those are good. Damn it, they're good.
Well, speaking of treats,
Mm-hmm.
I have a list.
Of treats?
A list of. Here we go.
It's Radio from Hell with another list, because people love a good list. X96.
This is 19 adults share the food combinations that they ate as kids that they didn't realize were seriously weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I can imagine.
This is a good X poll, by the way.
This will probably give rise to some thoughts of my own. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but
Here's one. Again, people thought this was normal growing up, and then they find out it's weird. My family takes bananas, cuts them in half, spreads Miracle Whip on them, and tops them with crushed salted peanuts. You chill them in the refrigerator first, though.
Everything about that is weird and wrong.
I can't quite fathom that. No.
50 years ago, I would eat cooked noodles in a bowl and sprinkle fried breadcrumbs and fresh strawberries over them.
Okay.
Strawberries?
Yeah.
Hot noodles or cold?
It just says I would eat cooked noodles.
Cooked noodles. I don't.
I feel like we've heard about that from someone before, that was like a Scandinavian thing or something.
Is it?
Don't you feel like we've talked about that
It doesn't ring a bell.
I don't recall that one, but here's one. This one is applesauce milkshakes. It's basically applesauce diluted with milk and a bunch of cinnamon and sugar added in.
No, that sounds gross.
If it were cold enough, I guess. It'd be fine.
If it was,
Yeah.
Pineapple salad. I believe this was a relic left over from the 60s, but it was a single leaf cup of iceberg lettuce, sliced ring of canned pineapple, which was then topped with mayo and shredded cheese.
Yep.
Not mayo. I remember having all that with like cottage cheese, like a scoop of cottage cheese.
Not shredded cheese.
I've had that with exactly described.
In my family, it was cornbread in milk. Some people used buttermilk, but I didn't like it. The first time my wife saw me eat it, she looked at me as if I'd grown a third eyeball.
Yeah, you sort of crumble up some cornbread in a glass of milk.
Now, this one sounds intriguing. My mother used to cook double mashed potatoes one night, and then the next night add cut up onion and tuna to it. We usually put it on toast. She and I preferred it when it was burnt on the bottom. It's the only tuna I've ever willingly eaten, it says here.
I've unwillingly eaten other tuna, but that's the tuna I've willingly
I had a gun to my head.
I've been jailed for eating some tuna.
You eat this tuna.
Peanut butter and dill pickles. I don't eat them as often as I used to, but my older brother recently moved in with my husband and me. He still eats peanut butter and dill relish on a plain tortilla.
Oh, and dill relish. So you spread some peanut butter on,
but this,
and you use the dill pickle
but
relish.
this picture is sliced dill pickles on like a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah. That would be okay.
Make beans and dumplings. Then take the leftover ham and beans, thin them out, and cook flat rolled out dumplings in them. Dad and I love to put butter and vinegar on them.
That sounds complicated.
This one sounds a little more easy. Chicken taco salad.
Okay.
The chicken was in a sauce of Thousand Island dressing and diced tomatoes, plus shredded lettuce and cheese, and served over chips. I don't think I've heard of anyone else eating this particular combo.
Doesn't sound bad, though.
I'd eat that. Codfish balls.
That sounds horrible.
My mom would get cod that came in a wooden box. It had to be soaked for several hours before it could be cooked, and it stunk up the house. Then she'd take breadcrumbs, egg, and the cod and form them into balls and fry them in hot oil.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that.
I know people who like codfish tongues. They have big tongues, apparently.
Here's people weighing in with the pickle and peanut butter sandwiches. Apparently that's a thing. Yeah.
Sounds all right.
Tuna nudies. We call it that because my brother and I couldn't pronounce noodles as toddlers. And it's just essentially it's a pasta and black olives
like
and
tuna
peas and
helper,
tuna and mayonnaise.
Yeah. We eat that at our house. It's noodles with tuna and capers and like lemon juice and garlic, and it's good.
Now this sounds all right. When I was a teen in a group home, many of the girls would melt some Crisco in a fry pan, toss in a slice of bread, sprinkle it with Lowry's seasoned salt, and fry until it was crispy.
Yeah, I'd eat that. I'd eat that.
Let's see. Cheese sandwiches were a big thing in my house, but I've never met anyone else who ate them. It was basically raw grilled cheese. You didn't toast it. So it was just a grilled cheese. 2 slices of Kraft American cheese, healthy spread of butter or margarine on the inside, placed between 2 slices of white bread, served with plain Lay's and a side of ketchup and chocolate milk as a bonus.
Now, I saw this something yesterday, and I tried it. Or not yesterday, but last week. And I had never encountered this, but people were talking something I was reading about Sizzler's cheese bread.
Yes.
And how much they love. And I don't recall ever having cheese bread at a Sizzler. But so I thought, well, what
I had
is
it at
this?
Red Lobster.
No, Sizzler was known for their cheese bread. It was toasted on one side.
So I looked it up, and then I made it. And you just take a piece of white bread, and you use grated cheese. You put some. First, you take softened butter, and you put Parmesan cheese in the softened butter, and mix them together. And then you spread it on the bread, and then toast it. and it makes this kind of crunchy, cheesy. It was really quite good.
Growing up, we put cucumbers instead of lettuce on our tacos. My mom never bought iceberg lettuce because she said it had no nutritional value.
Mm-hmm.
Since iceberg is the lettuce that goes on tacos, we didn't have lettuce for our tacos. We used cucumbers.
I can see that.
I could do that.
Yeah, chop it up.
Here's something called fart on a plate.
No, thank you.
Crack an egg on a plate, microwave for 5 minutes, sprinkle salt, pepper, cheese, and voila, fart on a plate. All right. Hungarian goulash. This was a poor family's dinner my mother would make when we had no other food available. It was absolutely disgusting. Basically, any canned or frozen vegetables available, mixed with canned diced tomatoes or tomato sauce. That giant can of government pork that you'd get from the government food handout, and cheese and peanut butter.
Cook it all together.
Cook it
and-
all up.
Yep.
Hamburger biscuits with tomato gravy.
Well, that could be good.
Yeah.
You mix cooked ground beef into homemade biscuit dough and bake it as drop biscuits. Home canned tomatoes were cooked into a sauce. My mother was very thrifty, and you put that on top of the biscuits.
That sounds good. I'd eat that.
Macaroni pie. I now know it's an Italian-American staple, but growing up I never knew anyone else who ate it or had heard of it. It's pasta with an egg and Parmesan batter to hold it together, cooked in a pan in olive oil.
Yeah, spaghetti pie. I've made that.
And finally, scrambled eggs and squirrel brains.
No, thanks.
Nobody ate that. That wasn't a thing.
But they did.
My grandfather's favorite dish. I used to eat it, and I liked it until I found out what it was. And it's exactly what you think it is.
Well, you know,
How many squirrels you got to have?
A little
though?
tiny brain, I'm guessing.
Well, it's just you use it just for flavoring.
That's a lot of squirrels, though.
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
All right, there you go. Thank you. Traffic.
Amber says eastbound traffic heavy on 54 South from Redwood to the freeway. Thanks for letting me listen. You bet, Amber. Thanks for being part of the Infiniteam and texting us traffic when you're seeing it at 33986. Crash eastbound 5600 South and Roy approaching 35th West. All eastbound lanes are being affected. Crash on the exit ramp, I-15 southbound 45th South in Murray, blocking the left shoulder. Gina Barberi in the X96 traffic center. I'm trying that out.
Are you trying that out?
What do you think?
Is that how? What you
That's
didn't
how
do
other-
it? You didn't do it with much enthusiasm.
Well, I'm tentative. I don't know if it's.
Gina
I hear Gina Barberi in the X96 traffic center. That's how.
And that's your traffic from Gina
That's how other. No.
No.
Sorry.
Maybe you should change your last name to Bone.
There you go.
It's
No.
just a joke.
No.
to you, Gina.
And I'll be Hugo Reckard Bell.
Gina Bone.
Beat Gina coming up after these messages and a song. Very easy to play, very easy to win the prize. What is the prize today?
It shouldn't be easy today, Carrie, because we have 9 Inch Nails tickets. Win them before you can buy them tickets.
All you got to do is play Beat Gina. 877-602-9696. Multiple choice pop culture trivia. Very easy to play, very easy to get those tickets. 877-602-9696. After these and a song.
The X96.
So, my trip, people were saying, I thought you went to Maine and you just keep talking about Salem, Massachusetts. We started in Boston, we drove up to Maine. But I have one more Salem story since we're there. So Salem, Massachusetts, which city, USA?
I don't know which one.
It's it's Salem, Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's what you said.
We passed a sandwich board that said psychic readings.
Okay.
And sandwiches? Wow.
And sandwiches. And Jonesy said, I want a psychic reading, which kind of surprised me, knowing my daughter. But, you know, when in Salem.
I don't believe in that nonsense, Mother.
But you know who said that was Muhammad.
Not the prophet.
No, my son. And so Jonesy wanted a psychic reading. Muhammad wanted to go watch the psychic reading.
Sure.
He's having none of it.
Okay.
Are you allowed to watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was, and I think the reason Jonesy wanted it is because she was Sabrina the Good Witch. This is a nice A nice
Oh, that's
witch.
who's giving the psychic
giving the
reading.
psychic
Was that
reading.
her name?
Yeah, Sabrina. And actually, when Jonesy, which I said, yeah, this is on you, and she's like, I'll pay for this. I want to do this. You Venmo Sabrina the Good
Sure.
Witch, and Jonesy said her name on her Venmo was Sabrina. That's her real name. I'm like, no, that's not her real name.
Massive
but-
copyright infringements.
You,
but-
you need to teach these kids not to be so gullible.
But we walked in, and Sabrina looks at Jonesy, and she said, oh, "You're a Pisces, aren't you?" And Jonesy said, "No, I'm a Capricorn." And right away, Muhammad's like, "See, this is not a thing." However, then she sits down and starts doing her reading, and, she's like, "Okay, you're 18 and you're getting ready to go to college. You're going to do research in college."
Well, that's what part of college is.
You're going to do research.
Yeah.
I see, research.
And there'll be studying involved.
And she said, "Are you going to school back east? You know, because we're back east."
Yes.
And Jonesy's like, "No, I'm not going." Like,
Yeah.
Well, if you're
Are
in the
you?
East, you don't see bad.
Because, well, yeah, and I'm sure most of the people that Sabrina sees are from the East Coast.
Yeah.
So that's,
and we're there, and maybe you're dropping her off at college.
yeah.
But yeah, but she enjoyed her reading.
Because they are for entertainment
Yes,
purposes.
because
only.
what she said, and I appreciated this from Sabrina the Good Witch. She said, "You're going to do very well in college. You're going to be very successful in your career. You're like she's the Good Witch.
She's the good witch. She's not that one.
No.
So then we get in the car and continue up the coast, and we ate our way through seafood from Boston to
Which is what you should do.
Portland and back again.
Did you have any chowder?
Chowder, lobster. So the first restaurant we went to that had lobster, they had something on the menu called Lazy Lobster, and
I figured out that earlier this morning, what that was immediately.
it spoke to me, of course.
Of course, it
It's-
remains seated.
It's the remain seated lobster of New England. It's where, as Bill said, he figured out, and I figured out quickly, they just take it all apart for you. And, and just give you a pile of
Oh, well, bring me more of that.
Yeah.
pile of lobster meat with the hot
Hell yeah.
butter on the side.
I don't care for cracking into the
No.
lobster shells.
No.
But Muhammad got the 2 lobster dinner, which is just two
And it's only $400.
fully intact lobsters
Yeah.
on a tray.
Big
And-
big guys.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and by the
And
time,
of course, he ate them all.
oh
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
by the time I ate my little pile of lobster, it was taking him a while to dig through.
Well, yeah.
We're gonna have to take this back to the motel with us.
I get this one to go.
And lobster rolls on the big
lovely.
on the thick bread, the buttered, the big
With a
thick bread.
little slightly toasted, and then they just drench it in butter.
Lovely. Love those.
I don't do oysters, but they had oysters at
Mm-hmm.
every spot. But the whoopie pie. Now remember
The whoopie
the
pie.
whoopie pie. Remember
Yes.
Macy's mom gave us some whoopie pie stuff and told
Marshmallow,
us. Yeah.
It's not fluff, is it?
Yeah, fluff.
Is it fluff?
Now my brother-in-law is a chef,
Okay.
and we went to their house, and he made homemade whoopie pies. And they're on a. So he made lunch.
He didn't make the
sandwiches
fluff,
and things. I mean, I don't think he made
No.
the fluff, but he
Made the-
assembled
the cookie
homemade.
parts.
Okay.
And we're going to go on a hike, and when we come back, we'll have the whoopie pies. Well, the hike went too long, and we didn't have time to go back to the. I am still yearning for the homemade whoopie pie.
You didn't have time to go back to. What did you just go jump in the car and leave?
Because we went to a hike far away from their house, and it just didn't. Timing didn't work out to go back. But I
Yeah, the falconing ran late.
yeah, the falconing ran late.
Did you go to Cadillac Mountain?
No, isn't that's further north?
I
That's
don't
way
know.
far.
I don't know.
So I could only go as far north as Freeport. Now, what's Freeport, Maine known for?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The flagship LL Bean store.
Is that what it's known for?
It's just like a big deal.
Okay.
LL Bean, like
The very first LL Bean is
All right. Well, so you got to go, right?
Yeah.
and it's huge.
yeah,
right?
it's several buildings, huge, and you gotta buy something while you're there to say you got it at the.
You get an LL Bean key tag.
Mm-hmm.
But so we're making this journey north, and I get a message from our old friend Allie McKay, who lives in Maine now.
Oh, she's in Maine now. I
Yeah.
thought she was in SoCal. Okay.
Well, so Allie was on
Kevin
Kevin
and
and
Bean.
Bean morning show in L.A.
Then that imploded.
and then that imploded. Not their fault. I think corporate overlords said,
They were kind of done anyway.
yeah. And so she's in Maine. And so she's following me on social media saying, "Hey,
I'm in Maine."
I see you're in my neck of the woods."
And
She was recording 2 shows the day we were there, so we couldn't meet up. But she said, "Come back in the fall. I will give you a fall tour."
What is she doing? She was recording 2 shows.
She does. I don't know how people make money doing this, but you subscribe to a podcast.
Oh, she's doing it with Kevin.
Well, with Bean.
With Bean.
Bean, who's in London.
Ah, okay.
So he's there, she's here, and but I came very close. So this is a story about how I almost saw our old friend.
Wow. And almost had a whoopie pie.
Almost had
What a
whoopie
fulfilling
pie.
vacation.
Yeah. And we did a lot of tours, and the thing in New England that you get on every tour is, and George Washington slept here.
Right.
No.
And Mark Twain slept here. And Carrie, I don't think they can say that. if
Yeah,
they
you
don't-
can just say things.
You can just say.
Well, George Washington was a very tired guy. He slept around a lot of
He
places.
slept around New England.
He slept a lot of places. He was very tired.
All right.
Lots of lobster.
How much were the lobster rolls? Do you remember?
Oh gosh,
Not
they're
not inexpensive.
like $38.
It's like
They're more than they are here?
Yeah.
I forget. They're
Because here,
20 something here.
yeah, they're more than that? Wow.
Well, they're fresher there.
Are they
right?
bigger?
I don't know.
But there's more lobster.
I don't.
You have to pay to ship it.
I don't know.
I think it's tourist prices is what you were
Probably.
getting.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, just makes me want a lobster roll.
Yeah. Well, is it already time?
Yes.
It's time for Beat Gina. I'm Johnny O, your Beat Gina announcer, with a word about a tummy-tempting sweet treat. How about a bite of soft, fluffy cake, followed by the sweet, creamy taste of real banana filling?
Ooh.
That's the classic can't-be-beat flavor of a Nichols Banana Flip.
Yum.
It's a little slice of happiness, ready whenever you are. The perfect combination of pillowy soft cake and sweet banana cream is here to make your day. Who's craving one right now, huh?
I am.
For your lunchbox, your desk drawer, or your secret pantry stash, pick up the simple, delicious joy of a Nichols Banana Flip today. It's not just a snack, it's a feeling. And now, he's not just a game show host, he has a feeling. He's your host, Kerry Jackson.
Thank you, Johnny Ola.
You ever have a Nichols Banana Flip?
No, but I want one.
They're delicious. Don't make them anymore, unfortunately. Delicious.
What was the secret pantry? What was that in there?
It's not just a snack. It's a feeling. It can be your secret pantry snack.
Oh, Gina.
Stash.
Gina, your secret pantry stash.
Oh, I have a secret pantry.
Oh,
I have
yes.
to hide stuff from my husband.
We have a secret pantry here.
Yeah.
Right there.
All right. The randomizer has picked a contestant. Gina, you'll be going up against Guy today. Guy, are you there?
I'm here and I want a banana flip.
Yes, we all do.
Well, we don't have those, but what we do have are tickets to see Nine Inch Nails March 13th at the Delta Center. Tickets go on sale Wednesday, October 8th. If folks want to know more about that show, they can go to x96.com. So if you win, you're going to win them before you can buy them.
All right, Guy, we're going to toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you the advantage if you call it correctly, heads or tails.
Heads, please.
All right, let's see what happens. It is tails, Guy. Sorry. That means Gina goes first. Multiple choice pop culture trivia. If she gets it correct, she gets the point. If not, Guy, I hope you were paying attention. You'll be able to answer the same question correctly, stealing Gina's point away. We have some leftover trivia questions from the past few days. So we'll begin with Cheers trivia.
All right.
Gina, who was a character on the show but was never seen on the show? Cheers.
Okay.
Was it 1, Norm's wife Vera? Was it 2, Lilith Crane? Was it 3, Bob Sacamano? Or 4, Carlton the doorman?
That would be Vera.
Vera is correct.
Yeah.
Although I always was hoping, like on the last show, she'd show up.
She didn't.
Nope. All right, that's 1 for Gina.
right.
And now we go to Banana Flip.
All right.
I mean, Guy.
Guy, what is Carla's full name? Carla's full name on Cheers. Is it 1, the artist formerly known as Carla? Is it 2, Jan? Is it 3, Carla Maria Victoria Angelina Teresa Apollonia Luzapone Tortelli Lebec? Or 4, Carla Tortelli Lebec?
I'm going to go with 3.
Correct.
There you go. 1-1. Back to Gina.
Gina.
Yes.
In the beginning of the show, who was the owner of Cheers? Who owned the bar?
Okay.
Was it 1, Fraser Crane? Was it 2, Sam Malone? Was it 3, the Monopoly Man? Or 4, Jeff Bezos?
Sam Malone.
Correct.
All right. It's 2 for Gina. Now it's back to Guy. Guy has 1 point.
Guy, we're switching up to zombie trivia. Walking Dead, all those. Guy, in Shaun of the Dead, when Shaun is first attacked by a zombie, Ed runs into the house. Ed runs into the house. What's the first thing he returns with? Is it 1, a camera? Is it 2, a cricket bat? Is it 3, a complete set of encyclopedias? Or 4, Bill Murray?
I think it was the cricket bat.
I threw that in there just to throw you off.
Gina, you could win with this steal.
You have to remember that was a comedy. A camera.
Camera is correct.
Gina wins just like that. 1, 2, 3, boom.
Wow.
Sorry, Guy.
Guy, that was not a fair fight. I came to a zombie fight with a cricket bat, and that's not fair. I don't know what I did there. Anyway, you're going to win these Nine Inch Nails tickets anyway. All right.
Guy, hang on the line.
I've got to run. Mrs. Zola is thawing a banana flip for me.
Nice.
She's kept them in the freezer all this time.
All right. Big boy news now, brought to you by
Laser Halloween is lighting up the night. Hear Thriller, Ghostbusters, and more in a bewitching show for all ages. Tickets are on sale at Clark Planetarium through Halloween. Don't miss this frightfully fun time.
Christina Derajanik won $1 million after solving a bonus round puzzle on Wheel of Fortune. Host Ryan Seacrest opened the envelope, revealing she had won the $1 million prize. Derajanik, I guess it is, was overcome with joy, barely able to contain herself. Mr. Seacrest, who has hosted the show for about a year, teared up, noting that it was the first time a contestant had won $1 million since he had joined the show. Derajanik accomplished the feat while her boss watched from the audience. Seacrest asked if she had a message for her boss. Yes, I think I'm going to give my notice, she joked. But she didn't. She won this money on Wheel of Fortune some time ago, but they couldn't reveal it until the show aired. And as it turns out, she didn't quit her job. She brought her boss with her on the show to collect the money. And
don't quit your job over $1 million if you're a young person, because that.
Yeah,
you think that would last you your whole life? It probably won't.
Wait until $5 million.
Yeah, then maybe.
She says she's going to use the money to pay off her college debts and get into her first home.
nice.
She's never owned a home.
I would quit this job for $1 million.
You're further along in your career.
Did you hear that? Carrie's made an offer.
For $1
Anybody
million.
out there? Anybody out there? Carrie's made the offer. If you don't like him, you don't want him on the show. $1 million bucks.
This is the way to do it.
You know, maybe a GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Republicans are screaming that Democrats just shut down the government.
No.
Because they want free health care for illegal aliens.
Not true.
As the White House put it after Democrats blocked a Senate vote on a funding bill Tuesday, Democrat put the needs of illegal aliens over every American.
Nope.
It's a wildly misleading description of the Democrat position, and it shows Republicans are worried that Democrats will beat them in the messaging battle over the showdown. Democrats refused to support a clean Republican bill that would have funded the government into November amid intense pressure from their progressive base not to cooperate with Republicans and the Trump administration. It was an unusual move for Democrats, though, who in the past have insisted the government remain open. In early September, groups like the Indivisible urged Democrats to make clear demands as a condition for supporting a funding bill. Democrats settled on health care, an issue on which they have a sizable polling advantage over Republicans. In an environment where the cost of living is already too high, our position is a simple one. Cancel the budget cuts, lower costs, save health care.
That's all it is.
Says House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries.
is
We're
not-
willing and able to find a bipartisan path forward to fund the government in a way that actually meets the needs of the American people in terms of their health, their safety, and their economic well-being.
Not asking for anything new.
And again, this is the new. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. It's the same thing.
3 years after a fatal crash in Big Cottonwood Canyon, 2 men have now been charged for the deaths of a woman and her unborn child. In August of 2022, a dump truck heading down the canyon rolled and crashed onto an oncoming Honda Pilot. The driver of the Honda, 36-year-old Jessica Keach, Minnesota, of West Jordan, died from her injuries. It was later determined that she was 12 weeks pregnant. The 2 men charged were the driver and the operator of the company that owned the truck. The driver, 36-year-old Jonathan Ryan Sargent, told police that the truck's brakes went out. He said he was going 25 miles an hour in a low gear initially, but the truck popped out of gear. He said he deliberately turned into a hillside as he drove through a curve. That's when the truck tipped over onto the Pilot. Charging documents state that according to the investigation, the truck that Sargent was driving was likely traveling at 54 miles an hour during at the time of the crash. The speed limit in that area is 25 miles per hour. A witness told police saw the truck at a very high rate of speed, showed no signs of slowing. I don't know why it's taken so long to make a charge in the case, but an investigation did find that at least 2 of the truck's 6 brakes were out of service due to faulty maintenance and the brakes being put out of adjustment. Let's see. Louisiana has issued an arrest warrant for a California doctor for allegedly mailing abortion pills to a woman in Louisiana. The latest legal volley in an ongoing fight between states with abortion bans and those that have enacted protections for abortion providers who use telemedicine to send abortion medication over state lines. The existence of the arrest warrant was revealed in court documents filed earlier this month in a lawsuit that aims to push federal regulators to reinstate in-person dispensing requirements for mifepristone, rather than allowing it to be prescribed via telehealth. And a California woman is suing Dignity Health, alleging 2 hospitals denied her emergency abortion services due to their Catholic directives, violating state law and putting her life in danger. During 2 separate pregnancies, Rachel Harrison's water broke at just 17 weeks, a condition which can cause deadly complications. An abortion is typically the course of action recommended by doctors, but on both occasions, staff members at Dignity Health hospitals, according to her lawsuit, refused to act because they detected a fetal heartbeat, the lawsuit says. Second time it happened, Harrison experienced life-threatening sepsis and had to travel to a hospital outside of her insurance network to get a blood transfusion. She and her partner filed a lawsuit against Dignity Health in San Francisco court on Friday, alleging that the hospital system is responsible for her health problems as a result of denying her an abortion. And the Pope has made some comments speaking of Catholics and abortion, on abortion, or particularly on being pro-life. Pope Leo XIV, for the first time, has entered into a discussion in the abortion dispute. Leo was asked late Tuesday about plans by Chicago Cardinals Blase Kupich to give a Lifetime Achievement Award to Illinois Senator Dick Durbin for his work helping immigrants. The plans drew objection from some conservative U.S. bishops because Dick Durbin is a strong supporter of abortion rights.
Yeah.
Well, Pope Leo, first of all, called for respect for both sides, but pointed this out. Someone who says, I am against abortion, but says I am in favor of the death penalty, is not really pro-life, Leo said.
Huh.
Someone who says that I'm against abortion, but I am in agreement with the inhuman treatment of immigrants in the United States, I don't think that's pro-life either.
Huh.
I like this Pope.
Leo, whose words echoed a common Catholic argument often made in discussions about abortion, spoke hours before Kupich announced that Dick Durbin had declined the award.
And don't say I like this Pope. Say, today I like this Pope. Because, you know.
You never know. Yeah,
they're kind of, popes are whimsical.
Popes are weird that way.
Any plans to visit the popular ice castles in Utah this season? Not so fast.
Well, it's 82 degrees
They're
today.
They're not doing it this year.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Oh,
In a post to social media on Wednesday, Ice Castles shared what it called the bittersweet news that it was pausing its Utah location in Midway, which is where the attraction began before adding locations across the country. The attraction said it's reworking to build processes better to adapt to future weather conditions.
Read that it's been difficult because it's warmer.
Yes.
Climate change. It's a decision.
Are they moving ice castles to Canada where it's colder?
They have other locations, but they're not going to have one in Midway for the foreseeable future, apparently. And a Florida court ruled that Escambia County School Board had not violated the First Amendment rights of students or authors when it removed a children's book from the school libraries called And Tango Makes Three, which is about two gay male penguins raising a penguin chick.
Nothing bad happens in this book.
Then horrible things happen. The poor baby, and the lawsuit was brought by the picture book's authors, Justin Richardson and Peter Parnell, and an elementary school student who was identified by the initials BG. The suit maintained that Escambia removed the book because it disagreed with its viewpoint, a discussion which infringed on their free speech rights.
Exactly.
There is no dispute, the plaintiff said in a court filing. Tango depicts a same-sex relationship, and that's the only reason the book was removed.
They adopted an abandoned egg.
Yeah.
They saved a baby.
It's based on a true story.
Yeah.
And it's but the district court ruled that the Escambia School Board did not violate free speech right. They could remove the book.
Ugh.
And finally this. Mount Pleasant, West Virginia.
Yes.
It's time for the annual Mothman Festival.
Ooh.
Celebration of the creepy cryptid in his hometown. What's a cryptid, you ask? I looked it up. An animal or being whose existence is rumored or claimed, but is unproven by scientific evidence.
So like Bigfoot or the Jersey Devil.
Or the Mothman.
Or the Mothman.
The legend begins in November of '66 when couples driving near the now abandoned TNT munition site reported a tall, winged creature with glowing red eyes chasing their car. The sightings crescendoed until the Silver Bridge disaster on December 15, 1967, which left 46 people dead and severed more than the bridge. The collapse is forever entwined with Mothman lore. Many believe the creature was a harbinger, a warning ignored, that the bridge was going to collapse. Now an annual festival celebrates Mothman. There's a movie.
Yeah.
I think David Duchovny's in it, I think.
I don't recall.
I think it's the Mothman Prophecies?
Mothman Chronicles or something like that.
I think it's the Mothman Prophecies.
I don't know.
But they have this big festival with Mothman. It sounds actually kind of fun. All right, that's it.
Sports weather traffic.
In bases ball, the Dodgers can relax. They took care of Cincinnati, and they're moving on. Let's see. Yesterday, we also had the Guardians 6-1 over the Tigers. Padres 3-0 over the Cubs. Yankees 4-3 over the Red Sox. So everybody but the Dodgers and the Reds are playing again today. So Utah Mammoth, they've been playing some preseason games elsewhere, but this will be their first one in the brand new, I don't know how they did it so fast, renovated Delta Center tonight against the Los Angeles Kings. NFL tonight, 6:15, it's the 49ers and the Rams. That's your sports. Weather, very warm today, way too warm for ice castles, 83 and sunny today. It's October, 83 and sunny today. Next chance for rain looks like Friday night into Saturday, about an 80% chance of that, and things cool down. Wow, high on Saturday, 56. That's the high, not the low.
When is that?
Saturday.
Okay.
Let's see. Traffic. Let me refresh this, give you the most up-to-date information. I'm here in the traffic center. I have to move very quickly between the sports center and the traffic center.
Well,
I moved so fast you didn't even see me.
Then you didn't do it because moving quickly is not.
Crash I-15 northbound approaching 72nd South in Midvale on the right shoulder. Let me check our message stream, see if anybody sent anything in there. Nope, it's been a pretty decent commute this morning. Looks like just northbound I-15 due to that earlier incident, 45th South, 53rd South. Somewhere in there, we heard from friends of the program that are dealing with some traffic issues going northbound. If you see something, text us 33986. Haster Games for board games, Magic the Gathering. Oh, wait, it's Gina Barberi in the X96 Traffic Center. Haster Games for board games, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, miniatures, dice paints, and more. Haster Games, 6831 South State or HasterGames.com.
Robert Gerke is next.
It was Richard Gere in the Mothman Prophecies, not David Duchovny.
All right, all that and more on the way. Stand by.
It's often said that people of Utah speak a language all their own. It's a language that's often confusing and even incomprehensible to newcomers here in the Beehive State. So, Radio from Hell presents a handy guide to help everyone understand how the natives speak. It's the Utah word of the day, and today's word is...
Well, two words today, actually. Hell, H-E-L-L, and well, W-E-L-L. Here to use these words in some dialogue is the mayor of Mona, Don Criddle, and his son, Denver. Denver's been listening to a local radio station, the Voice of Mona, KVOM 1493.5 on your AM dial, and he's heard some news about Mona that he wants his daddy, the mayor, to address. Again, the words are hell and well.
Daddy, I know you don't listen to the morning show over to KVOM, so I wanted to tell you.
You are darn right I don't listen to that trash. What is it, the morning jail?
Well, it's the morning zoo, Daddy, the morning zoo with Captain Breakfast and Benny the Egg. Hey, you know why they call him Benny the Egg?
No.
Because he's kind of round-shaped, and his farts smell like eggs.
Okay, whatever it is. It sure ain't funny. Fart sounds and whistles are not what I want when I'm eating my breakfast, son. And then when they speak about me, the mayor of Mona, their mayor, they're not respectful. They just don't respect the office.
Oh, Daddy, they don't mean nothing by that. That's just the morning show fun, wacky morning show hijinks.
I don't find it fun when they call me Mayor Fiddle. And Mayor Fiddle and Mayor Diddle, for gosh sakes, and Mayor Piddle. And it's just not funny at all. Just nasty, particularly when you stop and think about the implications of the words piddle and diddle. I mean, I just don't care for it one little bit.
Oh, okay, Daddy, but, sometimes they take on some serious stuff, like community stuff that the people of Mona need to know. Like this morning, they was talking about public art projects and how Mona ought to have some public art.
Denver, if them two Fort Knockers are on that morning show, if they got you thinking about going around town and drawing some stuff on public buildings, think again. That's just vandalism. It's graffitiism.
No, nothing like that, Daddy. They was talking about a real art project for the city. Like the one they got up to the Salt Lake in Sugar House. They got a roundabout up there, and there's like a big well coming out of it.
A well? You mean like a big fish?
Mm-hmm.
Like a humpback well?
That's right, Daddy. And most people just love it. They say it makes them proud of their city. And some people almost even worship this well statue. They bow to it and salute it and say, "All hail the well." At least that's what Captain Breakfast and Benny the Egg says.
And so?
They think we ought to have something like that here in Mona. And they ran what they call a zoo poll, so listeners could call in and say what kind of statue Mona should have.
And so?
They got 2 calls. One said the statue should be of a carp, because that's the only fish that we got in the Mona Reservoir. The second call was from me, and I said we should have a giant statue of the world's most effective all-copper bullet. On account of we got the world-famous Barnes Bullet Factory here in Mona. We should have a statue of a giant copper bullet.
And did them 2 boneheads say where the money would come from?
Well, they said first thing was to talk to the city council and Mayor Diddle.
Mayor Diddle?
Oh, come on, Daddy. It's just a morning show. They're just kidding.
Join us again some other time as we examine how the Utah natives speak with the Utah Word of the Day.
All right. Is this a sponsored feature?
It should be.
You're saying
Why
no.
isn't it?
So no is
The pickle guy. Gurky. Gurky.
Well, here he is.
Radio from Hell on X96.
Ink-stained wretch himself, Robert Gurky. You got a middle name, Bob?
I do. It's Carl.
Carl. So it's Robert C. or K?
C.
Robert C. Gurky.
Yep.
All right. And here he is. He's from the Salt Lake Tribune, sltrib.com. He writes columns and reports on various things. Let's talk about the redistricting. I know you've been working a lot on that. Are we going to find out something soon?
We're going to find out something soon. Right now we're in this public comment period. That'll last until Monday. On Monday, the legislature has to get back together, and the committee that they've appointed will pick a map.
Where do you comment?
You can comment at redistricting.utah.gov.
Okay.
And at sltrib.com, we have a little step-by-step process on how to walk through that. But you go to redistricting.utah.gov. There's a link for a comment on the map, so you can pull up the maps, figure out where your house is if you want, put in your address, figure out where your house is, and provide those comments. Now, there's a couple things to keep in mind when you're doing these comments. One is that they've said that they can't make any adjustments to the maps that have been proposed because they have to have been available for 10 days under the court order for comment.
So this is what we've got.
So changes to the maps would start a new 10-day period, and then they'd miss the deadline. So they're not going to take those. They're not going to make adjustments to the maps based on those comments. So you're kind of probably better off just saying I like map A or the Escamilla Owens map or map D, whatever.
I was just going to comment, do the right thing.
Well, it's funny because we've got probably over 2,000 comments that have been submitted right now. And I would say 85 to 90% of them have been, these maps are still gerrymandered, follow the law that the public voted for, things like that. They're really, you can kind of get a sense of the themes of these comments. And so the other thing to remember in the comments is if you say that this map favors Republicans or this map favors Democrats, they consider that partisan data, and the committee members have asked staff not to provide them with that because under the law, they're not allowed to consider partisan data until they've adopted a map. So
are there any of the maps, do any of the maps do anything more than favor Republicans?
Well, so there's 5 maps that have been proposed by the Republicans, and there's 1 map that's been proposed by the Democrats. That Democratic map, not surprisingly, is most favorable to Democrats. It would create a safe Democrat seat in Salt Lake County. It'd be about an 18-point advantage for Democrats in that district, and of course the other 3 would be heavily favoring Republicans. Each of the 5 Republican maps can have at least 1 seat that would be very competitive or competitive for the right candidate. I mean, part of that is, that's part of the trick, right? But somebody like a Ben McAdams, who's won in a Republican-leaning district, could likely be very competitive in at least one of the 4 districts in each of the 5 scenarios. So that's what they're looking at right now.
So if we're being hopeful, it should be a little better no matter which one of these.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of the thing too. We haven't seen competitive seats since the last redistricting. To have one where the candidate has to go out and campaign outside of the Republican base, I think creates that's sort of the goal, is to have more representation, somebody who's a little bit more in the middle rather than somebody who just has to win the Republican primary. So they'll pick this map on October 6th, submit it to the court, and the judge will look at it and say, does this meet the criteria in Prop 4? That gets a little tricky too, though, because there's another bill that says the only test you can use is this thing called the partisan symmetry test, and this gets a little wonky. But it's a test that says, okay, if the votes flipped for whatever reason, does the other party have a chance of winning the same number of seats as the Republicans? It's academics say when you're dealing with 4 seats, and especially in a state that is so heavily dominated by one party, the partisan symmetry test is not a very good metric. In fact, it's almost impossible to draw maps that would fail this test. And so they're going to pass a bill, it looks like, that would say this is the only test the judge can use, and then, that kind of takes away a lot of the leverage that the judge has to reject a map potentially. So that's something else we'll be watching on Monday when they come back for this special session.
Apparently, Lang says that there's a GOP email telling their voters to comment that they prefer C.
Correct. Yesterday, or maybe it was the night before, actually, the Republican Party put out a email saying map C is the one that they prefer. Not surprisingly, this is the one that is least advantageous to a Democrat. It would still be, I think, a Republican. The most competitive district in that scenario would favor Republicans by about 8 points, which is obviously considerably less than we have now, but it's also the one on the table that favors Republicans the most. And since they put out that statement, it's had an effect. They've been really barraged with comments from Republicans saying this is the map that they want. The Democratic chair, Brian King, yesterday said that they're inserting politics into this process. And I know. It's shocked that there's gambling happening. So the Democrats weren't happy about that. But it seems likely that that's the map that they're most likely to pick. And it creates, it keeps Salt Lake City mostly intact. Well, Salt Lake City it keeps intact, along with some of the southeastern suburbs, Cottonwood Heights, Sandy and Draper, and then takes in a part of Utah County, the northern part of Utah County.
Here's a story that I remember. I couldn't remember the details, so I just looked it up. Do you know what gerrymandering means? I mean, what it is?
Yeah.
It's a portmanteau word of mandering, and Elbridge Gerry, who was vice president of the United States at the time of his death, who as governor of Massachusetts signed a bill that created a partisan district in the Boston area that was compared to the shape of a salamander. The way the districts were cut out, you look at it and went, it looks like a salamander.
There was an editorial cartoon at the time by the Generations Pat Bagley that depicted this as a lizard, as a dragon. And if you saw the map, it's this snaking looking thing that kind of goes all the way around the city. So it is actually gerrymandering. We've been saying it wrong all this time, but it's become, I think, in popular vernacular, gerrymandering over the period of time. And
people are saying, well, I've looked at the maps and it seems like they all split Salt Lake County in half. There's a reason they have to do that.
They have to do that because there's about 3.2 million people in the state, and you divide that by 4, that's 800,000. That's their target number for each of the 4 districts. And there's about 1.2 million, 1.18 million in Salt Lake County. So you have to take out about 400,000 people and put them in another district. The question is, how do you do that? I mean, some of them do it north-south, they divide it along basically 3rd West and put everybody on the west of that into a district with Tooele. Others kind of do it with the southern suburbs, Bluffdale, Harriman, et cetera.
I have a suggestion. You know what I would do is I would just draw a circle, and then I would take that circle and move it to Colorado. That's how I'd solve it.
Does Colorado want those voters? I'm not sure.
You guys get them.
It's tricky. It is tricky to do, and actually, Utah Foundation has a tool you can kind of experiment with map drawing if you're really wonky and want to do that. It's tricky to do because if you create these compact districts in the urban areas, you have these massive districts in the rural areas just because there aren't that many people.
Which it makes it hard for a candidate to get around and
makes
see
it hard.
people.
Yeah. And the idea is, you want them to be out there meeting constituents, but the constituents are spread so thin that, that requires a lot of travel. And then you've got, if you're in San Juan County, it's really hard to get over to Kanab. It seems like it might not be, but you've got to go all the way up around Lake Powell.
Yeah.
And so there are some tricky considerations. There are the maps, generally speaking. There's one that just makes southern Utah a district. Because the idea being they have common interests,
that aren't the same as the rural area of northern
Red
Utah.
Rock tourism, oil and gas, that sort of thing. Others kind of do it more on an east-west divide. So, but yeah, October 6th is when they've got to adopt a map, and then they'll send it to the court, and the court will have basically 3 weeks at that point to decide if it's going to be acceptable.
And
or
you'll
not.
have all of this. Now, you've been doing stories on it, but is there something coming out right away about this?
What I've got coming out tomorrow, I hope, is just a summary and analysis of all the comments, those 2,000 plus comments that have been submitted. And like I said, it's overwhelmingly negative toward the maps that are on the table right now. The Escamilla-Owens map, the Democratic map, is the one that probably has the most support, and that probably speaks to who's actually engaged in this process. It's the more progressive people who are upset about not having representation for the last 5 years.
Which one is that? What?
Theirs
letter is it?
Theirs is just called the Escamilla-Owens
That's
map.
all it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
A through E are the legislative maps, and then theirs is just the Escamilla-Owens map, and it's a very tightly compact district in Salt Lake County, and then a district that's basically Utah County, and then the rest of the state.
Okay.
All right. Robert Gerke,
Yeah.
sltrib.com is where you'll find all of that stuff.
Yep.
Subscribe to the Salt Lake Tribune. It's not that expensive.
We would appreciate it.
I do it because Sean Mean's wife once said to me, Sean Means comes on your show all the time for free. At least you could do is subscribe to the paper.
Well, and you get to see my work. You get to see Pat Bagley's
right.
work. It's it's great.
I do it.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Traffic.
Crash westbound I-80 at Parley's Canyon, milepost 129 off to the right shoulder. Crash southbound I-15 at 3750 south in Murray. Southbound I-15 Bangor Highway off to the left shoulder. Northbound I-15 21st south in Salt Lake. Let me check our message stream, see if anybody's texted anything in. Nope, everything looks good there, but you're always welcome to share with us what you're seeing on the roads at 33986.
All right, coming up after these messages and a song, it is the Boner Recap. All you have to do is tell us who won the boner this morning, and you'll win a prize. What is the prize?
The prize is tickets to see Morrissey October 4th at the Union.
Morrissey tickets for the Boner Recap game. 877-602-9696. All you got to do is call us and tell us who won the boner this morning. If you were listening, you know. If you weren't listening, it was so close today, I would cheat.
Yeah.
Go to x96.com, look for the box that says Boners October 2, 2025. Click on there. It'll give you the correct answer. And you'll get those Morrissey tickets when you play the Boner Recap. Coming up after these messages and a song, KXRK Provo.
Win.
Do you have that?
I do.
That thing there? Okay, here we go.
It's Radio from Hell with another list, because people love a good list. X96.
This is a list of the New York Times, our favorite facts from 2023.
Okay.
And I'll just do them randomly. They've got them separated by month. I don't know why, but so I'll just do them randomly here. There are about 6,000 vessels believed to be shipwrecked in the Great Lakes. 6,000.
The Edmund Fitzgerald?
Among them. A stretch of shoreline in Michigan with about 200 known shipwrecks is even called the graveyard of the Great Lakes. Okay.
The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead.
No.
And the winds of November.
When the skies of November come early.
Or the skies, yeah.
Or something.
Let's see. Every year, millions of birds die in the United States from
the windmills, the electric windmills, the killing the birds.
But what do you think? What
millions of
birds die from?
Poisoning?
No. Now I would have guessed
cats.
That'd be my guess, but it's not.
It's not cats.
Flying into glass windows.
Oh yeah, that's happened at my house.
What's happened here?
About a dozen times. It's happened here a few times. Yeah.
Let's see. As groundskeeper George, what's his last name? George Toma, 94,
has prepared the Super Bowl field for 57 straight years.
Really?
57 straight years.
That's cool.
They fly him in to prepare the field.
I love that.
He is known as the Sod Father.
The Sod Father.
And
That's awesome.
He's also in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
I love that.
Good for him.
Let's see. In 2022, a survey of dentists conducted by the American Dental Association, half reported that they had treated patients who were under the influence of marijuana or some other drug. Now, I don't know how they would determine that.
You're high.
You must be high,
That's
dude.
how.
A specimen of giant lacewing, which is a flying insect. Okay, specimen of giant lacewing, or I'll try and say the Polycohotus panicata, a large insect from the Jurassic era that disappeared from eastern North America in the 1950s, was found in 2012 near a Walmart in Arkansas. I guess
alive?
A live one.
Huh.
Now I need to know more about that.
Yeah, that just presents more questions than answers.
Yeah. Let's see what else here. I'm just kind of jumping around on.
First of all, points from Julie, who says, "I love seeing you read an actual newspaper."
Yeah.
It's kind of hard because the print is really faded and it's hard to read. I don't know. The ink they've cheaped out on the ink on
Is
all
it
newspapers.
disappearing ink?
Well, they just cheap out on it, and it's not as vivid as it used to be. And my eyes are dimmer than they used to be as well. Let's see. The average annual income of farm workers in California is between $20,000 and $25,000 a year.
Not enough
Boy,
to live
That's
on.
nothing.
Can't in California.
Well, but they get to eat what they're,
Do you?
Are we having onions again?
Yeah. Onions again. Strawberries again.
Let's see what else. How many more do we have here? You want to do?
Oh, we got plenty of time. So.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see.
I'll take all the facts you have.
Over 2 million. Oh, this is just over 2 million podcasts have been created since the start of 2020.
And only 10 of them are good.
According to the database Listen Notes. So in 24 years, we've created over 20,000 podcasts. Let's see. Dashboard touchscreens
Yes.
are now integral to most modern cars, which run up to 14 times more code than a Boeing 787.
That's wrong.
Yeah, that makes me worried.
Well, I've gotten into some of these new cars with touchscreens, and I've been with my wife or one of my kids, and they go, "What? How can you? We don't need all of this stuff. What is? It's how do you?" I kind of like it myself.
I like having the map, like not on
I
your
like
phone,
having the map.
but like a big.
I like the cameras that I can see all around me, including up above me. I don't know how they do that, but it's
a
like
drone that follows.
it's like a
you
drone is following you and helps you park. I love that.
I really like the warning, backup warning.
Backup, yeah.
And the rear view mirrors that show you that there's somebody in your blind spot. All of that kind of stuff, I think. I don't care for the. I turn off the sounds of, if you're going out of your lane a little bit. I don't need that thing beeping at me, and I never use that, that rumble. If you start to go out and the steering wheel starts to shake.
Ours has started doing the when the lights turn green, it alerts you.
Yeah. Or when the car
you're
ahead
not
of you,
looking?
or
Yeah.
when the
Oh.
or
So
when
if
the car ahead of you starts to move.
Well, if you're so busy playing with the screen or whatever it is you're doing, then the green light in front of you will go and it goes boom. There you go. Okay, yeah.
Let's see. Roughly 3 in 10 adults have been addicted to opioids or have a family member who has been. 3 in 10.
Yeah.
That's according to a survey conducted by a health policy.
I'm surprised it's
research
not
group.
higher, honestly.
Yeah. Let's see. 1-year-olds exposed to more than 4 hours of screen time a day, 1-year-olds, 4 hours of screen time a day, experience developmental delays in communication and problem-solving skills at age 2 and 4, according to a study.
Don't
I can
hand
see
your
that.
baby your phone. Don't do that.
But they shut up when I do that.
The United States has the highest percentage or the highest number of incarcerated people
I believe that.
in the world.
Yes, I believe that.
We put more people in prison than any other country. Let's see. The ocean, which covers about 70% of the world's surface, has absorbed more than 90% of the heat unleashed by the burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and other human activity. I don't understand that.
Well, somebody says the giant lacewing is a fossil that was stolen and then found by Walmart.
Well, they
It
should have
wasn't
made it clear.
It wasn't a
clear in
live
that.
dinosaur.
Yeah.
They should have made it clear in this factoid.
There's the failing New York Times.
Wait a second. Let's see what they say. No, they just say a specimen was found by the.
Yeah, that's leaving out an awful lot. It leaves the reader to conjure up their own. You know.
Oh, okay. The way it begins is a specimen of a giant lacewing.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
An insect that lived in the Jurassic period.
Yeah.
A specimen of it was found near the Walmart.
Okay, well that's still not very spectacular.
No, I mean, they could have made that a little clearer.
Yes, they did not make it clear.
Harold Bluetooth,
who's that?
a Danish Viking king who died near the end of the 10th century, was found near a Walmart in Arkansas. Is celebrated as a unifier of feuding Nordic fiefs.
Did he have blue teeth?
It does not say here why he was called Harold Bluetooth, but I'm guessing for some reason he had a blue tooth.
That's a dead tooth. That's a dead tooth. He had a
Probably,
dead-
yeah, probably. And that's about it.
That's it?
Well, let's see. Disney's Pocahontas.
Yes.
1995 was the company's first animated film to focus on a woman of color.
Yes.
Yes.
It was also the first and only time Disney made an animated movie about a real person.
So
Davy
that was
Crockett, Johnny Appleseed.
animated.
Was there
Animated movie. Animated movie. Davy Crockett was not an
Not a
animated
movie.
and not an animated.
Johnny Appleseed was animated.
What, it was a short.
But he wasn't a real guy. We don't know.
Yeah, he was.
Well, we're not sure.
Yeah, he was. He went across the country planting apple orchards. You know why? Because they
Because beer.
Cider. Yeah,
Cider.
hard cider. They needed something to drink. People needed to get drunk.
Aladdin was real.
No.
No, Gina.
Sorry.
Not real.
So woke Disney was woke before the word woke was
And
woke.
and there was no animated Davy Crockett. That was Fess Parker.
You know, the guy who owns the winery.
Yeah. Fess Parker. He played Daniel Boone and Davy Crockett, which I thought was
Which was
really
confusing.
confusing.
It really was.
What about Paul Bunyan? Was he real?
No. But there was a Babe the Blue Ox.
A real.
She worked at Trails for a while.
Yes. Favorite.
I don't know.
Favorite.
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
Am I done?
Yes.
Okay.
In the Clyde Collective, we know how to have a good time. Come show. Colors, black lights, all aglow. Watch and learn, my friend. Let's go. Feel the beat, it's in your soul. Rainbow lights, let's lose control. Move your body, break the mold. Hearts united, we are bold. Join the parade, dance along. Feel the pride where we belong. Shake the ground, raise your voice strong. Celebrate all night long. Join the parade, dance along.
Jeremy and Roy says he hates that song.
Oh,
I
right.
don't blame you, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And Roy.
And Roy.
Things are hard enough in Roy without.
Yeah.
Ever since you left.
Yep.
Yep. 9:10 right now. And it is time for the Boner Recap.
Well, then we should do it.
Hunter is here.
Hunter, good morning.
Good morning.
What are things for you today? What's up?
Oh, not much. Just going to get out and enjoy the fall weather.
That's nice.
Enjoying the... Yeah.
Today will be a good day for that.
You don't have to work or anything today?
Not today.
Well, Hunter, you do have to do one thing. You have to accomplish this one simple task to win a prize. You have to tell me who was the winner of the boner voting today after I read the three candidates. And what is that prize?
It's tickets to see Morrissey October 4th at the Union.
All right. Can you do that, Hunter? Do you think you can do it?
Yes.
Okay. Did you hear the boner candidates earlier today?
I did not, but I'm resourceful, so.
I see. Okay. You cheated. Okay, good.
I like
All right.
that.
So boner candidate number one, as you may have seen when you were being resourceful, I wanted to trauma bond with you all. A woman named Malika Brittingham, who works for the U.S. Navy, wanted to provoke or prompt a police response that she expected to create closer ties with her coworkers. So she carried out a hoax that she said there's a shooter on base, and I'm locked in a closet, and he's got somebody, and he's shooting people. And of course, the police were called, and the base was locked down, and there was no shooter. And she said, "Well, I just wanted to get closer to everybody. I wanted to trauma bond with you all." Yeah, way to go. Boner candidate number two. You know, these Fox hosts are they're creepers. Middle-aged Fox News hosts Jesse Waters and Julia Banderas creeping out people when they start speculating about Donald Trump's son, Barron Trump, about whether he got laid at the end of his reported date. And they kind of were real salacious about how they were talking about it. And I wonder if she got a little bit of that Trump cookie, if you know what I mean. This is boner candidate number two. And boner candidate number three, to test your loyalty to our dear leader, we must squeeze your bosom. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's regime is said to be pursuing a crackdown on women who have had illegal cosmetic surgery, particularly Western-style breast implants. That's boner candidate number three. So who was the winner, Hunter?
It was boner candidate number two.
That's correct. These Fox hosts are creepers.
They are.
Yeah.
Really creepy stuff. All right, Hunter, you've won the tickets to see Morrissey. Good deal, huh?
Yes, thank you so much. I'll be sure to take an extra Prozac before.
Okay, good. That's a good idea. Hang on the line, Hunter, and Katie will tell you what you need to do to procure your tickets. An extra Prozac.
Extra Prozacs for...
Let's see. Now, Gina, you won't be here tomorrow, right?
I will not. I'm going to Minnesota, which is not a place I ever thought I would be going.
Where in Minnesota are you going?
Duluth.
Ah.
And then to the shores of Lake Superior. You
better be careful because I understand the winds of November come early.
They come early there. It's a family reunion, but it's weird to call it a family reunion because this is family I've never met, so I'm not reuniting with them.
Now you're always reuniting with the hoity-toity Russell side of the family.
Well, no, this is These are Russells. So the
Black sheep?
The Russell family started in the Midwest, and some of them went to California, and some of them stayed put. So these are the ones that stayed put. They're my mom's cousins, so
they're probably are they as famous as the ones who went to California?
They are well, kind of. I mean, not famous, but
infamous.
One of them, I think I've told you before. His plane went down 2 days before the end of World War II. His plane went down in Italy.
Oh yeah,
shot down in a field, and they didn't find it until 5 or 6 years ago. So and there's a movie being made about him. So then that side of the family will be
sounds
because there's always something
famous to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
But I'll have Tales from Duluth. You never thought I'd say that, did you?
Are you going to go to the Duluth Trading Company while you're there?
Maybe. I don't know. The Mall of America? Isn't that there somewhere?
Oh, it's in...
It's all Minnesota. I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere.
I don't know.
Look it up. Let's see. We will take a break. We'll be back after these messages with some leftover big boy news. Stand by for that. Also, information about the Park City Wine Festival coming up. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Oh, RenaissanceRanch.com.
Renaissance Ranch is a locally owned and operated addiction treatment center. It's a family-owned operation. And Renaissance Ranch, they saw the need for getting help for male patients who are struggling with drugs and alcohol. It's a hard thing. It's such a hard thing to admit that you have a problem and to let yourself be helped. Well, Renaissance Ranch is all about doing that. They combine evidence-based clinical research with a judgment-free and a faith-based healing program, a faith-based healing model that people find has been quite effective over the years. As a matter of fact, Renaissance Ranch has been doing this work for about 20 years. They offer residential and outpatient services, and Renaissance Ranch is staffed by recovering addicts. They've been there. They've done that. They know what you're going through. They know how to help you at Renaissance Ranch. Renaissance Ranch, you can find more about it and get a free consultation. Go to RenaissanceRanch.com. They do accept most private insurance and Medicaid. You can.
I allegedly thought of buying a key to the laundry machine at my apartment complex because it takes quarters, and allegedly it would have let me do laundry for free.
There's allegedly a key that you can buy.
No, there is.
Yeah.
He keeps saying allegedly so he doesn't get in trouble.
Well, he
allegedly,
didn't do it.
Right.
That's why he said allegedly.
Well, I didn't do it, but if I did, the key didn't fit anyways.
So you
almost did it.
So allegedly,
these
people were selling you something that would allegedly allow you to rip off people. Instead, you allegedly got ripped off by a company that sold you this item.
That'd be an alleged company.
I don't know who's allegedly ripping off who here because
it sounds like allegedly you got ripped.
Laundry is allegedly $1.25 a load, which isn't much except it's quarters only.
Nick,
and imagine allegedly having to go to the bank every single week to get quarters just to do your laundry.
Nick,
allegedly.
Even though the key that you allegedly got did not work, you still allegedly committed a crime by trying to do it.
Allegedly.
By trying to do it. And I don't want to hear this whining and belly aching about having to get quarters. You go to the bank every once in a while and get a couple of rolls of quarters. Big deal.
Don't they have an alleged change machine in this alleged...
No.
Laundry?
They don't allegedly
Why would they allegedly do that?
It's like they don't want you to allegedly do anything.
That's just allegedly crazy.
I know why they don't. I wouldn't do it either.
You wouldn't have a change machine allegedly in your alleged washing? Why not?
Because it's another pain in the ass that you have to take care of. When it doesn't work right or people complain about it. No, I wouldn't do that. Get your own damn quarters.
Allegedly.
The dryer machine doesn't work well, so you got to do 2 loads.
Well, why don't you take it to Mama's house?
I do.
All right.
Allegedly.
That's what I always used to do. Take my laundry to Mommy's house. Coming soon to an Android phone near you, a fart button.
No thanks.
What do you mean? She says no thanks. You go, okay.
I go, okay.
At first reported by 9 to 5 Google, Android users on the beta update channel are noticing a new menu in calls made with the Google phone app. Dubbed Audio Emoji, this surprise new feature gives callers a soundboard with 6 different sound effects, which both sides of the call can hear. So you're on a call with somebody.
There might be something else I want.
You're on a call with somebody. You could hear clapping, laughing, some sort of celebration, the sad trombone, wah wah, ba-dum-tum, a rim shot, and for some reason, what do you mean for some reason? For a great reason, fart sounds. Mm-hmm. Really, the only thing that's emoji about them is that the buttons
to play the sounds are emojis. And so you're talking to somebody and you can go based on. I think that's great.
You just did it. Why do you need it?
It's
kind of cooler to do it this way.
Now, well, let's see who can make the best fart sound. Here's mine. Gina? Carrie? Carrie?
Let me.
No, not a real one.
Not a real one?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're in the third grade. I'm sorry. All right. That's probably about it.
All right. Duluth, take a drive up the North Shore, and eat delicious pie at Betty's Pies.
Betty's Pies, okay. Thank you.
The texter with a suggestion for you.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see. We got some big boy news and opinioendo brought to you by
Cascade Collision Repair, Utah's leader for certified repairs. Get a free estimate online at cascadecollision.com or in person, including our newest location in West Valley City.
Well, here's good news for some of you. CBS will broadcast Everybody Loves Raymond 30th anniversary special Monday, November 24th, with streaming available on Paramount+. Ray Romano and series creator Phil Rosenthal will host the 90-minute reunion on a recreated Barone family living room set.
Phil Rosenthal, somebody feed Phil, everybody
that
feed
guy.
Phil.
Mm-hmm.
He created the show.
He is cast members Patricia Heaton, Brad Garrett, Monica Horan, Madeline Sweeten, Sullivan Sweeten will join Romano for candid conversations and never-before-seen outtakes of the show. It was a fairly entertaining show for a sitcom. It was. The special will include a moving tribute to Doris Roberts and Peter Boyle,
of course,
whose unforgettable portrayals of Marie, and they were very funny. Frank Barone made them fan favorites. The original sitcom aired 9 seasons, 1996 to 2005, won 15 Emmys, so there it is. That's again on the 24th of November. Everybody Loves Raymond. Here's good news for Gina.
What's that?
And me. I like this show. Billy Bob Thornton and Demi Moore are back for a new season, season 2 of Landman.
Good.
The drama from Taylor Sheridan returns this fall, with much of the cast coming back, picking up after the death of John Hamm's Monty Miller. As oil rises from the earth, so do secrets. And Tommy Norris's breaking point, that's Billy Bob, his breaking point may be closer than he realizes, facing mounting pressure from M-Tex Oil, Cammie Miller, who's played by Demi Moore, and the shadow of his kin. Survival in West Texas isn't noble, it's brutal, and sooner or later, something's got to break.
This is a show that has nothing for me, but I like it.
That's
a good way to look at it.
It's a soap opera. It's all it is.
Well, and if it were anybody other than Billy Bob in that role, you really wouldn't care
I would
about
not
it.
watch the show. He's the reason that I dipped my toe in and stayed.
Nearly 2 decades after its last season, or its last episode, Reading Rainbow will release new episodes this fall. Michael Threets, who goes by Michael the Librarian, will host the new version of the program. The show will announce celebrities including John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, and Jamie Chung will appear as presenters. Let's see.
Beloved by many in a generation.
Yeah. Reading Rainbow. Investigators in Colorado are reviewing the 2005 shooting death of journalist Hunter S. Thompson, which was ruled a suicide.
Yeah.
Because everything pointed to the fact that he died by suicide.
He wrote a note.
Yeah. He talked about dying by suicide many times before he actually
never
did
been
it.
a question,
Exactly.
right?
There's no new evidence suggesting foul play, but the Pitkin County Sheriff's Office requested the review at the behest of Thompson's widow, Anita. Investigators are committed to answering any lingering questions surrounding his death. We understand the profound impact that Hunter S. Thompson had on this community and beyond by bringing in an outside agency for a fresh look. We hope to provide a definitive, transparent review that may offer peace of mind to his family and to the public.
All right.
So go ahead. Might as
Okay.
well. Whatever.
All right.
Donald Trump's former campaign manager, Corey Lewandowski, appeared on Benny Johnson's web interview series, The Benny Show, and warned that ICE agents will be present at the 2026 Super Bowl, where Bad Bunny is going to perform, because we know there's going to be a lot of
Because you know who can afford Super Bowl tickets?
not illegal immigrants.
Do they know that Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican and
Yeah.
that Puerto Rico is an American territory?
I don't think they're thinking that.
Do they?
That
Well,
Bad Bunny-
what they're referring to is Bad Bunny canceled his American tour because he said it would be a magnet
he's a
for
magnet, yeah.
for ICE to come and harass my fans, and he didn't want to do that. So he's also on Saturday Night Live this week.
Yes.
Renato Cesaro has died. Renato Cesaro, painter of dozens of famous movie posters.
Oh, yes.
He died in Treviso, Italy. I thought you might have had this on Geek.
Conan.
Yeah.
He did
Oh,
Conan
okay.
the Barbarian.
He was 89 years old. His striking works includes those for A Fistful of Dollars, Rambo First Blood Part 2, The Never-Ending Story, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That was his most recent one. He helped put Arnold Schwarzenegger on the map in Hollywood with his poster for Conan the Barbarian. There you go. He did a bunch of them with Schwarzenegger. He did Running Man, Total Recall. He did the poster for Terminator 2, Judgment Day, True Lies. Schwarzenegger was the perfect man to paint, he said. He had a tough expression. His face was like a sculpture. It was a real pleasure for me.
All Italians talk that way.
Yeah, that's right. The creator of Veep, Armando Iannucci, reportedly said he's facing major problems raising money for a new screen project centered on Donald Trump's speeches. Potential backers fear retaliation from the Trump administration.
Okay. I was going to say that should be a good investment, but no.
Yeah.
And then, this is an issue that's come to the fore with Jimmy Kimmel's suspension controversy. Iannucci said during he was talking at a charity event. He said, "I get a lot of you wouldn't get the money for that at this moment, I'm afraid." Iannucci says. So I say, "Why not?" And they say, "Well, if you want what comes with it, then." Iannucci said journalists in the United States have told him, if you're on the list, your life is made miserable. The Inland Review will come calling, and you better lawyer up.
Yeah.
You spend the next 4 years just weighted down by legal issues that you have to get through. Speaking of Hollywood and show business and all of that kind of thing, on Wednesday, over 550 celebrities relaunched a group that organized during post-World War II Red Scare, the Committee for the First Amendment.
Oh, yeah.
Their intent is to stand up to what they call a defense of our constitutional rights, adding the federal government is once again engaged in a coordinated campaign to silence critics of the government, the media, the judiciary, academia, and the entertainment industry, to silence critics in those organizations. The current group is headlined by, well, of course, Hanoi Jane, Jane Fonda, whose father, Henry Fonda, was one of the early members of the first committee for the First Amendment, which was founded in the 1940s to oppose the infamous House Un-American Activities Committee, through which the federal government accused many top entertainers of being communists or communist sympathizers and derailed their careers. There's a list, a who's who list here: Spike Lee, Barry Jenkins, J.J. Abrams, Aaron Sorkin, Judd Apatow, on and on and on. People who are part of this. Alligators in Michigan. The Michigan Department...
Seems a little far north for that.
Well, the Michigan Department of Natural Resources said there has been, quote, a credible and consistent report of an alligator living on Belle Isle in Detroit.
Well,
Lynn Blaisley, a Hamtramck resident who regularly visits the island, took pictures of the alligator last Friday and reported it to the DNR. Michigan DNR confirms, yes, it seems like there is an alligator living on Bell Island in Detroit. Now, Bell Island is it in a river or is it in, I guess, Lake Michigan? Is it right there? Is that Lake Michigan?
It's Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan. So,
yeah,
anyway, out of an abundance of caution, the DNR is cooperating to assess the area and determine the appropriate next steps. But if you go to Bell Island and you see an alligator, do not approach.
I think that's just a good idea anywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, weather?
Nice day for getting outside and enjoying the nice day. 83 and sunny, 61 overnight. Next chance of showers looks like Friday night into Saturday, and we cool way down. High on Saturday, 56. 90% chance of showers on Saturday. Then we warm back up into the upper 60s by the first part of the week.
Sounds good. Park City Wine Festival after this. We don't really have. Well, I guess we could.
Do you want a quick
jump on a list quickly?
We're kind of running out of time.
Yeah, we are a little late, aren't we?
Let's see. Well, because I don't have time to tell you 55 things women over 40 shouldn't have in their home. That's 55.
55 things.
So how about I do? People who lack self-awareness frequently say these 14 things. It's fewer things.
Okay. People who lack awareness.
Lack self-awareness.
Okay.
I'm just being brutally honest.
No, you're being a dick.
Yeah. Exactly. You're.
Yeah. You don't.
Carrie said.
Yeah.
Let's see. The next one is now a couple of these as I'm reading through. These are things that I say.
Okay.
And I say this one. I really hate drama. And I do. And
I do.
And you know this about me.
Yes.
And I know this about you. I truly hate drama. Now, this says the classic drama averse, yet somehow drama surrounded person. It's a bit like someone who says they hate soap operas but know every plot twist.
No.
If you find yourself always in the eye of the drama storm, maybe it's time to ask, am I the common denominator here?
No, because I have removed all the dramatic people from my life.
Yeah.
And some of these people are blood relatives.
I guess there are people that say that, but they really are involved in it.
Yeah.
I also say this. I don't care what people think of me. I care what a few people think of me. I care what you think of me.
Yeah,
I care what my husband thinks of me.
Yeah, there are some people I do care. The majority I don't.
But generally, you
Yeah.
can like me or not. I don't care. I'm not like other people. This line is all about celebrating uniqueness, which is awesome, but it can also accidentally tip over into I'm the main character in this story.
Exactly.
You really
Yes.
should pay attention to me. Let's see. I'm not judgmental, but yes, you are. And I won't say that because I absolutely admit that I'm judgmental.
I am too.
I 1,000%. I just tell it like it is.
No, you're being a dick.
Yeah,
again.
that's kind of like saying you're brutally honest.
Yeah.
People just don't understand me. You're not that complicated.
You're really not.
an enigma wrapped in a
Yeah.
riddle and no one gets you.
You're just a dick.
No. I'm too old / too young for this. Don't say that.
Yeah,
I'm a people pleaser. I kind of used to be, I think, a people pleaser.
I'm always suspicious of people who say I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah. Have your own opinions on things. And,
Yeah, okay.
And finally, this is the apropos of this show. Oh, I don't care about politics.
That's what this texter was trying to tell me.
I don't care. You should.
You should.
It's your life and the people you care about's
Yes.
life and the community you live in.
They're passing laws that affect you.
Yeah.
You should care. And you should be outraged when they... Oh, okay. Never mind. Thank you.
Just a quick list.
Quick
Tiny
list.
list.
I liked that. Thank you very much.
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
Good news. According to the Detroit Free Press,
Oh, yeah.
the Belle Isle alligator has been caught.
Oh, our nightmare is over.
He's not big.
Well, and Detroit's kind of a long ways away. Detroit's.
I was worried. I kept looking over my shoulder.
I was afraid that they would send in the National Guard.
for the alligator?
Yeah.
All right. Ryan's here.
I like wine.
I do like wine.
This is Ryan. What's your last name, Ryan?
Slater.
Ryan Slater. He's with the Park City Wine Festival, which is coming up
This
weekend.
weekend.
This weekend.
That
And when I first heard about this, it said master winemakers from around the world.
We
Really?
do. We're bringing in wine from all over the place, coming on in, so people can enjoy it out here.
Man.
So stuff that we might not normally be able to get here?
That's right. So
Ah.
we special order a lot of the wines and different things coming into town. So the opportunity to try some things you might not be able to get your hands on.
So the wine festival is it starts today, doesn't it?
It does. We have dinners around town up in Park City and then goes through Saturday evening.
And I assume there are all kinds of ways people can participate in this.
That's right. We got programming all over the place. So ParkCityWineFestival.com is your best place to find everything. But we kick it off tonight with dinners, paired dinners, wineries, great restaurants in town. And then tomorrow we have a variety of things. But the grand tastings are kind of the big showcase for everything going on Friday and Saturday night.
How does the grand tastings work?
Yeah, so it's an all-inclusive session, so you can get in there. We have wineries, distilleries, breweries, a lot of local restaurants as well, so you can come enjoy samples from all the different
Now,
wineries.
is it out on the street? And
So we're in the Canyons Village out in the Forum there.
Okay.
So
Oh,
we're
okay.
taking over, and we'll have big tents out there, and that way you can come in and enjoy normally a beautiful day out there. We'll see how the weather holds up, but
but they're tents. So
there are
it's okay.
tents. You can come in. We'll take care of everybody. We'll get some heaters out there, but you can get samples from all the different wineries and some awesome food bites from local restaurants.
Can you like literally, if you have the stomach for it, sample every wine that's there?
Well, this fine state of Utah, we make sure people behave themselves. So we monitor the sampling. They'll have a wristband that we make sure we're complying with all the lovely laws out here. So if you behave yourself, we'll make sure you get your fair share. But we got to make sure people are being healthy and safe, but still enjoying themselves.
This is a perfect opportunity to do like a staycation up in Park
Absolutely.
City.
That's
Just
it.
get lodging, so you can enjoy all this without having to drive back down into the city.
Stay at the canyon.
That's what we tell everybody.
You could go to the grand tastings 2 days in a row.
You sure can. We got all sorts of different programs. We got seminars, the educational stuff during the day. We have hikes, and Friday evening we have a Best of Fest, it's called. So that's the highest end tasting there at the Pendery. So come enjoy some amazing wine.
And with the wineries there, they have their experts there to
They sure
help
do.
you understand the wine,
Absolutely.
the origins and pairings and things like that.
And the beauty of it is we try and we do different sessions. So instead of 5,000 people in one, we have 3 different sessions. So you have the opportunity there to actually talk.
Oh, that's great.
Talk with the rep, talk with the winemaker, be able to learn the wines and have more of an education.
And I like that it says combine your love of nature with your love of wine during
That's
this
it.
event, the Park City Wine Festival. Now you do these all over the place. I understand these kind of festivals.
We do. So we're based out in Colorado, but we've been doing this event for about 15 years out here in Park City. But we are in Vail, Breckenridge. We used to do Steamboat, and recently we're out in Big Sky, Montana. So,
How does somebody get into the business of being
Well-
a wine festival organizer?
well, I made the mistake of becoming a musician in high school and
Oh.
started that route, and then realized paying the bills wasn't going to cut it as a drummer. So went through various sound and running venues and events and just kind of worked my way up. I was out in New York City for a long time, and then got tired of the city, wanted to see the mountains, and ended up here and doing bigger and bigger festivals, and here we are.
Speaking of music, there's music.
There
that-
is.
that-
So we work with Mountain Town Music up there. Those guys have been great. They help book bands all day, so there'll be live music through all the sessions with some great local artists up there.
It's you said this is the 15th year?
15, 16, it's hard to keep track. We
I
used to
would-
do it
yeah.
in the summer and then took a break there for a little bit, and it's been about 5-6 years post 2020. We moved to this October date, fall date. So 6 years being in October, and it used to be in the summer back then.
So if you go to ParkCityWinefest.com,
That's it.
Everything's laid out
Everything's
there for you,
there.
including lodging options.
That's
packages
it.
You can get.
We got local discounts on all the different resorts, as you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Get a room, come on up, enjoy yourself, have an awesome weekend, and drink some good wine.
I was going to say, there's also beer and spirits.
There are,
not
so
just wine. Okay,
that's it. We have NA options. We have
Let everybody
spirits. We have all. If your partner's not into wine, but they can still enjoy something, find something for everybody.
You have NA options. That to me that means not applicable. What is it?
Same, but the non-alcoholics market
that doesn't register.
has blown up quite a bit. So a lot of distilleries, breweries, and wineries. So
That's right. There
something
are
for everybody.
non-alcoholic wines.
There are a lot of different options. It's getting better too, which is great.
All right, Ryan, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, pleasure, guys.
ParkCityWinefest.com. Take a look at that. Go up to Park City this weekend. It starts tonight and then goes through Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you very much, sir. All right. Let's.
I like wine.
All right. Let's see. We got to take a break, play a song, and then we'll crawl towards the exits. Salt Lake Film Society.
Yeah, see movies that see you on the big screen at Salt Lake Film Society's Broadway Center Cinemas. It's our preferred movie theater. When we go to the movies, that's where you're going to find us. And it's not just because they have a great concession stand, although that is the big part of it. Go get my Ritter Sport and my Diet Coke.
They got the Paul Thomas Anderson movie there.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. So they do all your favorite first run movies, but then they do these programs which are great. The Tower of Terror is going on now. This weekend it's The Fly from 1986.
Love it.
And John Carpenter's The Thing. They're both remakes that are better than the originals, and they are running Friday and Saturday. Plus, for all of October, Sunday to Thursday, see horror classics, starting with John Carpenter's The Fog with a 4K restoration. And don't forget, this Halloween is not complete without Rocky Horror Picture Show and the Shadowcast. It always sells out. I would get your tickets now. Tickets for that and all the other things we were telling you about, all available at slfstix.org.
I'm really proud of one of our former interns, Dawson. You remember Dawson?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Dawson, he's been working with me on some other projects. And on Saturday, we did an event at Ken Sanders Rare Books down in the basement of the Leonardo Museum. And Jimmy St. Angelo is involved in it, too. And it's called Literary Libations. But at any rate, we're there setting up for it. And it involves talking about books, and you have a little wine and some little snacks.
Mm-hmm.
And the audience buys tickets, and they weren't there yet. We expected about 25 or so. And they weren't there yet, and all of a sudden, one of Ken's employees said, there's a mouse over there, don't you, Ken? Ken said, what? He said, look, and showed him a picture. He said, there's this cute little mouse running around. And Ken said, well, we better do something about that. We've got people coming. You don't want to have people sitting there and then all of a sudden a mouse runs across the floor. It would be distracting at the very least. And so attempts were then made to capture this mouse. And I thought, this is never going to happen.
Oh,
it's never going to happen. And Jimmy was trying to catch it. The employee was trying to catch it.
Somebody videoing this? I
Well,
want to see video.
Actually, I don't know why I should have done it, but I didn't. I was busy. I had my attention divided. But all of a sudden, then everybody seemed to stop trying to catch the mouse. And then Dawson or I said, there he is right there. And he was like just 10 feet away from me. And he was just a little tiny brown mouse, maybe. It was a baby, I think. It was just really little. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden Dawson springs into action and nobody wanted to hurt the mouse. Everybody's going, no, we don't want to hurt it. Don't hurt it. Don't hurt it. I mean, you could have just squashed it with your foot, it was that small. But Dawson, he had this plastic bag, a big plastic bag, and he's down on his hands and knees trying to get this mouse and he did.
He caught it.
He got the mouse to run into this plastic bag.
Did he happen to have a piece of cheese on him?
Dawson? No, I don't think so. I think Dawson, if you get close enough to Dawson, you'll find that he always smells like cheese.
That's what it was.
Yeah. But he caught this little mouse in the plastic bag, and then he and Ken said, "Come on, we'll take him outside." And they took him outside, where I'm sure a bird ate him, or
swooped right down.
Yeah.
One of my kids' favorite books when they were little was called Library Mouse.
Library
It was
mouse.
About a mouse that lived in the library
Mm-hmm.
and loved the books and loved going to like story time, listening to the librarian.
You know what
read the
mice
book.
love about books? Chewing the pages up and
That-
ruining them.
No, this book he loved the
He was a
stories.
literary mouse.
Yes.
And Ken says, yeah, I see him. I'll see a mouse down here every once in a while. They're just around, but they're, it always makes me feel bad when you have to trap them. I've been in situations where people have had, the bam, and
Yeah.
Ken says he says, I won't do that. I use live traps if I have to, and I'll take them outside. And then somebody said, I don't think anything about squishing spiders, but I couldn't do it to a mouse. And I said,
Well, there's more goo.
yeah, you should be in my house because we don't squish spiders in my house even. It's always, oh, look at the little spider. Let's get him and take him outside. That's what happens at my place.
In my house, it's if you're in my house, it's my house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to squish you outside. We don't squish things outside. That's your house.
Gina, you
Or if you're in my house.
You built your house on top of their house. I mean, really, if you think about it.
We colonized?
They lived there before you did. You're the intruders.
Yeah, you're the British colony.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But anyway, he was safe and sound.
I saw your pictures on your social medias of your trip.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
It was a quick trip. Santa Barbara. Joe surprised me and said for our anniversary, we're going to Santa Barbara because they have a new direct flight. We're always looking for, we want to go somewhere for the weekend. It's got to be quick flight, and it's like an hour from here to Santa Barbara.
But what's in Santa Barbara?
Well, we wanted to go there because of the flight, but also my grandparent.
Flight to Denver's quick, too.
Yeah, but that's
for you.
Yeah, for me.
You can go there in a second.
Yeah.
Now, Santa Barbara is beautiful.
It is.
I think it's like 70 degrees year-round there.
I love it. I love it there.
Like Carrie's brother-in-law used to live there, and the first thing I said to Carrie this morning is, why did he move from there?
Well, he lived in that area.
Yeah.
That was one of his areas that he had to cover, but that meant that we would go out and visit him, and then we would go to Santa Barbara.
And Sue sent me all of these restaurant recommendations, and they were things like Julia Louis-Dreyfus likes to eat here. Like it's like Oprah lives there. And
Did you go to the place on the beach with the seafood?
Yeah.
Henry's
We went
on
there
Henry's
the
Beach?
The first
Just
day
beautiful.
we went there for lunch.
Just beautiful.
Santa Barbara means Saint Barbara.
Yeah. So we went to the Mission because my grandparents used to go there every year on their anniversary and take a picture.
Oh,
So
that's the first thing that came up when I Googled Santa Barbara was a picture of that mission.
Of the mission.
And your grandparents.
Yeah. And if you go to my social media, my Facebook and everything, you can see that. But so at the Mission, as we took the tour of the Mission, and it's beautiful old building. And then, of course, exit through the gift shop, which is what you do. And they have these, and I sent this to Katie. I don't know if she has it.
Well, I've got it if Katie doesn't have it.
So
there it is.
They have these Franciscan wine bottle covers.
Those are creepy.
They're $18.95 now. So
Franciscan.
Well,
the
they're
monks,
They're the monk hoods and
with the robe and the
brown robe
rope.
and hood.
But I took a picture of it, and I said, I'm going to send this to Carrie because they look like Jawas. And Joe took my phone out of my hand, and he colored in little yellow eyes.
Gave him yellow eyes. And I said that if they sold them that way, they would sell hundreds of them.
I think people might buy them just as is because they look like.
What are they for?
They're a wine. Like if you're giving a gift of a wine, it kind of is a.
You put it over the bottle.
Bottle cover.
Oh. Okay.
I would get one of those, though, if it was Jawas.
But so what I thought, Carrie, because we have this thing now where we don't buy each other things.
Yeah.
We see things and think of you. And I saw this and I thought, if I were buying Carrie things, I would have bought him one of those.
That's right.
Little Jawa.
You should have gotten me one, and I would have figured out a way to have the yellow eyes on it.
I should have.
Yeah.
I thought we weren't buying each other.
Come on,
not.
Carrie.
We're not.
That's the rule.
Tell you what, I will go to Santa Barbara and get one.
Okay.
Rob Lowe lives there, too.
Yeah, it's big,
Yeah.
celebrity. I didn't see any celebrities.
A place on Hendry's Beach, though, is just lovely, though.
What's it called?
I can't remember now. You have to kind of walk to get to
You
it.
went there, Gina. What's it called?
I don't remember the names of these
Something
places.
boathouse or
yeah,
something
the
like
boathouse. Yeah, no, that's
Is
what
it the
is.
boathouse?
The boathouse. Yeah.
Just beautiful. All right.
No, but yeah, if you're looking for a quick getaway, I highly recommend Sand.
All right.
Usually at
Yes.
the end of the program, we'll leave things on a light note. But I came across this, and I keep meaning to mention it. It's not necessarily a light note, but it's the rudest things that people say to parents of autistic children. Autism is in the news a lot lately, obviously, and I started reading through these, and it's amazing how many of them you do, in fact, hear people say to parents who have autistic children.
Is this unintentional? Like maybe people don't realize that these things are not nice.
Yeah,
to
they
say?
don't. They don't
Okay.
really. They're not meaning to be insensitive, but they are.
Is this a list?
It is a list. Hi,
Okay.
Nick.
I'm not even ready for a list. Yeah.
It is a list. It's a list of questions. Do we want to be ready for a list?
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's some of the most common insensitive or misinformed comments that parents of children with autism receive and why they can be so harmful. Number one, well, she doesn't look autistic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That feels obvious.
Yeah.
But I hear people say these things.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, I've heard most of these things. Number two, I know my kid doesn't have issues like yours, but
yeah.
Yeah. How about your child is high functioning? You're lucky.
You're lucky.
High functioning.
Well.
Yeah. Let me tell you how lucky that is.
Mm-hmm.
Number four. Well, can't you just discipline him better? I'm telling you, the mistake that parents make is discipline when they don't realize what they're dealing with. Parents often don't realize at first what they're dealing with autism.
I mean, 20 years ago, for sure, when it was undiagnosed, but these days, no excuse.
It's probably true. That's probably true.
Yeah.
But I know 20 years ago, I don't think my son minds. 20 years ago, I just thought this kid is just off the charts, stubborn and prone to anger, and and then finally somebody comes along and says, "Well, there's a condition here." You go, oh, and then you look back at past behaviors. Oh, that's why he did this.
I mean, it's different, but we did that with literally me and all of my siblings with ADHD.
Yeah.
So
Came to it later.
Yeah.
Well, for one of them, we knew from the very beginning. He was bouncing off the walls.
Yeah. How about this one? Have you tried this or that? This detox diet? A detox diet.
That's helpful.
That's a thing? People think that helps?
Yeah.
You can detox your way out of autism?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, that's RFK stuff.
Well, there's too many toxins in your bloodstream.
That's right. And I bet you took Tylenol when you were pregnant, didn't you? Yeah, it is. And, you put a really good spotlight on that, Nick, when you said 20 years ago. My son is 28, and 28 years ago, it was hard to get a diagnosis.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything new. We've become much better in the last 20 years for whatever reason at seeing all of these diagnoses. So,
all right.
Anyway, there it is.
Let's do the promo and crawl towards the exit.
Oh well, I don't know if I can do that.
Well,
I was on it. I was on a different list, and now I have to go find the promo. I don't know why this has to happen to me all the time.
It's too bad we do it at a different time every day.
I was on a different page. I have. All right,
two screens.
I got it.
Friday's Radio from Hell show features Best Question of the Week.
What's the best question of the week?
Well, we don't know yet.
Friends of the program need to email their questions to radiofromhell@x96.com.
Well, and then we'll know what the best question of the week is?
Then we'll know.
All-knowing Radio from Hell show, Friday morning here on X96.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well done. Nice job.
Hi, Nick.
Hi.
What are you doing here? Oh, you're next.
Yeah, I am next.
And
I was
you're
coming to see if you guys were done with the room.
And
or
you're
not.
filling in. You're filling in tomorrow too, right?
Yeah, I'll be here.
You're going to sit in my seat?
Mm-hmm. Is it warm or?
Well, it is now, but it'll be cold by tomorrow.
We make sure whenever Nick's done with it, we spray it down, Gina.
Yeah. Well, it's hot as hell in here.
It is
I'm not
hot
sure
in
what
here.
you guys
Well,
did.
we have a new thermostat that we're playing with.
We're learning.
Yeah.
We're learning.
I wore a jacket in this morning, and I had to shed it immediately.
Mhm.
This is not going to be okay for my show.
Well,
What crack a window?
What would be okay for your show? I mean, do you have a list?
His requirements.
No, I have Nightmare on 13th tickets, Bill. Look at that plug.
well,
that's why I'm a radio professional.
How you do it?
Very good.
All right, fine job as always, Katie. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Don't you know who I am?
Take your coat off.